Richard Marx. I will be right here waiting for you, whatever it takes.
Oh, now I know that song. Yeah, I took the whatever it takes.
Oh, wherever you go, whatever.
Yeah, I
Close enough.
I didn't know the lyrics. I was just
I don't
mumbling.
either. I don't either. I don't know. I don't know either. Okay, we're back up on YouTube as well. If you guys want to join my YouTube channel, you can, and there is no time limit on my YouTube. So go join my YouTube. Do I want to listen to you, Odie? We can get you up to sing a little bit later, but I want to get to my topic here soon because Clay has a limited amount of time.
I don't have to work today.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Okay, never mind. Well, we'll get you up in a little bit, okay, Odie? I want to try to focus on talking about food first. So maybe, Odie, you should try to find like a food song you can sing about.
Cheeseburger.
Speaking of Jimmy,
I had to
Jimmy
make
Buffett.
that connection.
Uh-oh, what just happened now?
Oh yeah, we're back, sort of.
Can you guys still see us? That was weird.
Did you put the YouTube stream back on?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I did. Okay.
yeah, I did.
I didn't see that part.
Yeah. Hello, Ruslan. That's right. Today we're talking about food. Food song performed by Stomach.
Yes, it will sing.
Yeah, there are some times when I don't eat breakfast in the morning and I only have coffee and I'm on my live stream and that microphone is very sensitive. So
Oh yeah, you're rumbling.
Okay, let's see. So we're going to talk about food, guys. We'll get started here in just a few minutes. I want to show you guys. I have a whole bunch of pictures that we can look at with food, and we'll talk about some foods that I know how to cook and some foods from America, and we can talk about foods from your country, and I want to talk about food English and why it's so great to practice food English. And I also want to talk about food culture. Well, Alan, I'm sorry that you're late for work. It would be great to talk with a chef. I'm not a chef, but I've been cooking since I was about 11, and I do love cooking. It's definitely one of my number one hobbies. Phoenix, this is my co-host, Clay. If you guys don't know Clay, Clay is my co-host. I'm Teacher Mark. This is Teacher Clay.
Hi, Phoenix.
Have I tried Japanese food? Yeah. I love Japanese barbecues. One of my favorite barbecues. In Taiwan, when I was living there, they had... they had bunches of them all over, but there was one not too far from my apartment that was barbecue in a bar, and it was open till like 3 or 4 in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
And we would just go drink Japanese beer, Asahi beer, and have, they're little tiny kebabs. They're basically like little tiny kebabs of barbecue. Oh my God, so good.
Really good.
Yeah, delicious. And let's see. I also love ramen. Japanese ramen is one of the finest foods in the world. When it's done well, it's insanely good. Yeah. No, Wasim, today is not about word history. Friday's live streams will often be about word history, but I want to change it up every once in a while and do some different things on Fridays. So sometimes it's going to be about word history, and sometimes it'll be about other things like food and cooking and who knows what we might do. Music. You often cook dinner while you're listening to my streams? All right, Tanya, well... And that was the other thing, that this was going to be a lead-in. Today was going to be a lead-in to talk about my other new stream that I'm going to hope to do soon, which is going to be a cooking live stream. So I was thinking that probably we'll end up doing that at a different time, though. We'll have to figure out, like, you know,
something that works for all of it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's going to be the one thing to think about is, you know, like if we cook dinner in the morning, that's kind of weird. But I mean, it's not that big of a deal. But
I eat whenever.
Yeah, I eat anytime too.
Yeah.
And I did get that one good recipe.
Yeah.
So
and like when you showed me that, that's something that can be made pretty much. The whole thing can be made live and not have to
very
cut
easy.
for anything.
Yeah. So I'm gonna see if I can prep that for next week, maybe. China is famous for a lot of different delicious foods. Yeah, it is. Yeah. There are, I believe, 5 main Chinese cuisines.
Yeah, the 5 regional foods.
What's his handle on Hello Talk?
It's just Clay right now, but I need to. That's something I have been neglecting, sadly, and I will be getting my own streams as well here soon. I've been learning a lot from Mark, which has been giving me more confidence to be able to do it myself, and I will be starting some of my own streams soon.
Have I had rice, Vicky? I lived in Taiwan for 4 years.
I had rice last night.
Yeah, Americans don't eat rice too often, to be honest. Only if you're in the South, you know, like maybe
eat Chipotle.
Right. But I mean, you know, as a rule, we don't cook it that much unless you're from South Carolina, where they have their own rice.
Chicken and rice, you do that.
Yeah, I mean, there are some rice dishes, but it's certainly not
as ubiquitous.
Right. That's right,
common.
not as ubiquitous as in China. Yeah. Do I know anything about Turkish street food? Kebabs.
Coffee. I mean, I don't know if that is a food, but
Turkish food. There's lots of them. I mean, baklava is one of my favorite desserts, although it's one of the sweetest things on the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasim, there is a delay. What do you mean there is a delay? No, there's no delay, Wasim. There are many people with many messages, so the delay is that you have to wait for me to answer all the questions. So just be patient, my friend. Okay? Ooh, look at that. Alan is a Brazilian chef, international chef who has been in Florida for 3 months, and his specialization is Japanese cuisine.
Wow.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Very worldly man.
And I'll tell you what, if you're doing Japanese cuisine in Florida, then you must be doing sushi and sashimi because there's lots of great fresh fish there.
There's a lot of fish farms, even to get, really good fish in Florida.
Talk about my ideas about Chinese food. I love Chinese food. It's some of my favorite food in the world. I especially love Sichuan food. I made Sichuan noodles yesterday, which is, if you saw my picture for this live stream, that was my dinner yesterday. I made a bowl of Sichuan noodles with stir fry, vegetables, and fried tofu. It was great. Ahmed, we're talking about food today, not general English questions, okay? You guys got to stay on topic and do me a favor, audience. For all my regular followers, you guys can help me when people come in and they're new and they don't know what we're talking about. Please help me by telling them we're talking about food today. The topic is food today. Food. Okay? I answer general questions on many of my other live streams. And if you want to, if you have those questions, go to my YouTube channel and you will find answers to almost every question you have, I promise you. I've done over 900 live streams, and almost all of them are uploaded to my YouTube channel. And they're all, 2 to 3 or 4 hours long. And so there must be, I don't know, at least 10,000 questions have been answered on there. So please go there if you want. If you're just looking for general help about English today and you don't want to talk about food, then go to my YouTube channel. Okay, yeah, that goes for you too, Prabha. Okay? We're talking about food. Food. And do me a favor, everybody. If you're joining live streams, pay attention to the topic. Read what you're joining. Don't just join something and start asking questions that don't have anything to do with the stuff. You got to pay attention, okay? Okay, let's see. Phoenix says it's a great topic, even though you're not hungry at all.
You might be. by
Yeah,
the
you
end
might
of
be
it.
soon. That's right. Hello, Layla. Thank you, Empathy. Hot Pot, yeah.
Hot Pot.
Hot Pot, of course. Yeah. You know, you can go, if you're in China or in Taiwan, you can go anywhere and you can walk outside of one Hot Pot restaurant and throw a rock to the next
Yeah,
one.
I was going to say you can walk out whatever door
Yeah,
it is. and
There's like a hot pot restaurant
Yeah.
everywhere. Yeah. And I make hot pot here at home every once in a long while. Maybe we'll have to do a hot pot
That'd be
stream
fun.
sometime. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll have to
Is there-
teach you how to
are
make
there
a good hot
places
pot.
around here?
There's one.
Is there
But it's
one?
expensive, and to be honest with you, I can do a better hot
Yeah.
pot at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're gonna spend a bunch of money on that kind of food,
Right.
you should do it at home because you can, for the same amount of money that you'll get there, you'll get a
Yeah.
literal feast.
And
of
it's not
food.
even really meant to be a big expensive sort of thing.
That's not
is
at
it?
all.
Yeah.
No, not at all. But you know, everything here is
Right,
expensive.
Right.
Jack, yes, I made all the pictures and the posts that I for this live stream. The posts that I made, or the post I made with the pictures, that's all my food. Yeah. Sarah's a big foodie and loves to cook. Also, that's great. Would I like to make biryani? Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah.
I love biryani. Send me a good recipe for biryani. And that's going to be part of my live stream, my cooking show. Is the idea is I want you guys to send me recipes from your culture. Send me a recipe for biryani. Send me a recipe for pad thai. Send me a recipe for, whatever, fuchi fei pian. And I want to make them here. Okay, I'm going to do my best to see if I can recreate the foods that you love in my kitchen. All right? And Odie, I love Thai food. I love Thai food. There's a Thai restaurant in town, Thai Express, down in Clifton.
Okay.
I've been going there since I was probably 17, and it is amazing. It's a tiny little hole in the wall, and they only have like 2 chairs to sit. It's a takeout only.
Yeah.
But it's like 2 Thai grandmas who cook everything.
That's how you know it's good.
That's exactly how
Yeah.
you know it's good. Yeah. And and I've been going there for so long that even if I'm gone for more than a few years, when I left and went to Taiwan and I came back and I went down there and I walked in and she's like, black pepper garlic chicken, add tomatoes, add green peppers. And I was like, that's awesome.
Bingo.
You know, like, man, that's such a cool feeling, you know.
Yeah, that's
she
great.
knows exactly what I want and exactly how to
Still.
make it.
Yeah.
Still, yeah. And she's like, I haven't seen you in a long time. I was like, yeah, I've been in Taiwan. Malu says, I never eat Chinese food. It's difficult to find where I live. It's Japanese food is much more common in Brazil because there's a huge
Yeah.
Japanese enclave, or I should say diaspora there, because of the history. You know, in the 1900s, there was a very big influx of Japanese immigrants from Japan into Brazil. And so, yeah, there's an entire
That's where
subculture there.
That's where you even get like Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
That's
and,
right, yeah.
And these types of things from,
That's right,
from
yeah.
that cultural exchange.
That's right, yeah. Okay, one more time. Here's my YouTube channel for anybody who wants it. All right, and please be patient. I'm trying to catch up with all the comments. Can I make pad thai? I can make pad thai, yeah. I don't often make Thai food because I just don't keep a lot of the ingredients around. In the summertime, maybe I will. You know, you need a good fish sauce and, galangal or lemongrass and things like that. And those are things I don't often have on hand. Have I ever tried rice pudding? Sure. Yeah. I have. Is this live a free talk about food, or are we going to give us some topics about food? It's both, Mai. If you have something you want to talk about with food, then that's fine. So we're going to talk about food because food is a great topic for English. All right? Food is a wonderful topic to practice your English. Food is something that is simple, it's basic, it's something we do every day, and if you want to talk with other people, food is a great topic to talk about. Almost everybody loves food, right? So you can describe your food, but you have to learn how to describe your food well. You know, if you can't describe your food well, then it's not going to sound delicious and people won't be interested in it, right? Hello, Bellin. Good to see you.
Hi, Bellin.
How about Indonesian food? I've had Indonesian food a few times here on in our street food festival, Taste of Cincinnati, but I've never had. I don't think I've had really good Indonesian food, but I'd like to try some because it does look delicious. It looks like it's very spicy, some of it, not all of it, but a lot of Indonesian is very spicy, and I love spicy food. Some people say eating Chinese food is eating lots of spices. Well, it is. You know, one of my followers commented on my noodles last night when I posted about it. They were like, well, if you don't use ginger and garlic and green onions and dried chilies and fresh chilies and I think maybe he said sesame oil, then it's not real. I was like, and I did, so I felt like, okay, well, all of those things are in there. So, yeah. By asking from our mom or just searching the internet? No, I'd prefer your mom's recipe. Yeah, if you're going to give me a recipe, give me a good one.
Yeah.
You know, don't just give me something from I can find something from the internet. I want you to confirm for me this is a good recipe.
Yeah.
Right? Don't just, I can find recipes on the internet, but I'd love to get recipes from you, or at least recipes that you look at that recipe and you say, oh yeah, now this is good. This is definitely good. Now it also gets more complicated because almost all of the recipes, they're going to be sending them in metric.
Right. Yeah. We'll have to get new measuring
Yeah.
cups. Yeah, we're the last people to hold on to that. The royal system.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. No, Jack, I started cooking when I was about the same age as I started playing drums. So I've been cooking for 35, 36 years. I've been playing drums for 35, 36 years, and I'm a foodie. So, no, I can cook. I'm pretty confident as a cook. You know, I'll say I think I can cook almost anything. Not anything, but almost anything.
There's that video where Gordon Ramsay tries to make pad thai for the Thai chef. Have you seen that? And and the Thai chef grills him. He's like, this is not pad thai.
Yeah.
Even Gordon Ramsay can do it wrong.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the thing about Gordon Ramsay and some of those chefs. They're always trying to do something new and different.
Instead of actually making the dish.
The thing is that food that's a traditional food. You got to do it the way it's
no spins,
classic or not at all.
No fusion, you know.
That's right. Yeah. Old boy Victor says Chinese food is not the only spicy food. Of course, of course. Thai food, Indonesian food, Korean food, Vietnamese food. Lots of them are spicy.
And even within China, in the north, you don't get. You don't get nearly as much spicy food as you do. In the south.
There's a funny story. Many years ago, I had a bunch of Chinese friends down at UC, and I invited them over to my apartment for hot pot one night. And I did not know about the difference between northern Beijing and southern people who eat spicy food. And I love spicy food, so I made spicy hot pot. And they came over to eat, and they were eating it, but they were literally sweating and dying while they were eating. And you could tell that, you know, I kept asking them, is it okay? They were like, yeah, how chow.
Yeah, of course they're going to say how chow.
But again, they were in pain.
Yes.
They were clearly in pain eating my food. But they continued to eat my spicy hot pot. Let's see. Malu says, I would like to eat. I can try to cook Chinese food too. Does anyone know any easy recipes that you can try or make? Well, Malu, maybe somebody can send you a recipe there. Can I recommend any books about food and cooking in the USA? Oh, wow. Well, there are so many.
Yeah.
We literally have millions of
Yeah.
cooking books.
I would think the southern ones would be a good kind of place to start, just to get an idea of maybe some more American sort of foods that are more soul food.
No, I know what I would recommend. The Joy of Cooking.
Oh, that's classic.
Yeah. If you're going to talk about just like classic
Yeah.
American recipes, then even that one is an old book.
Yeah.
But The Joy of Cooking has a standard recipe for almost
Yeah.
all the foods that we generally eat. It's a bit old now, but still, I think valid.
Yeah.
So The Joy of Cooking is a good classic American cookbook that's relatively simple, and it has a ton of recipes in it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got thousands of recipes in it. Jack, I have thought about opening a place, but I would never do it in America. It's too expensive.
Yeah, and it's very hard to make money at a restaurant.
Yeah, but in Taiwan, I had thought about doing it. I know a few friends have opened up places there. Victor says chicken noodle soup. My grandma used to make a great chicken noodle soup. My dad makes it now, and it's a delicious recipe. Hello, Lucy.
Hi, Lucy.
I have such a funny food name, which is Kadin Budu Kofte, woman leg meatball.
is that the right translation?
Do we have any funny names about cultural foods in my country? Well, yeah, French fries are not French.
No, corn dog. That's
Corn dogs,
yeah.
they're kind of funny. Let's see, what else? There's got to be at least a few.
Yeah, a ding dong. Well, I mean, those are more snacks, I guess, than actual
Yeah.
foods. But,
Right. Yeah, I'll have to think about that. I can't think of much off the top of my head, but yeah. That's right. We got the door open, and it's a beautiful morning so far, so you can hear some birds. Have I eaten papaya salad? I love Thai papaya salad. Yeah, I love that.
I've never tried that,
Oh,
but
it's
I've-
so
yeah,
good.
that sounds-
Green papaya salad.
that sounds fantastic.
It's got some sweet and sour sauce on it with, spicy. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
sweet,
that
sour,
sounds-
spicy with green papaya. It's
That
delicious.
sounds really tasty.
You want to know about McDonald's in the world? Do we say BLT burger? Well, no. BLT is a kind of sandwich,
Yes.
BLT means bacon, lettuce, and tomato. So we get 2 pieces of white bread that's toasted, and we add a little mayonnaise on it, and then some lettuce and tomato, fresh tomato. It's got to be fresh tomato, and a big stack of crispy bacon, and you put that together in a sandwich, and it is a delicious sandwich.
Yeah. And you could
Yeah.
just call it a BLT. You don't need to put burger on the
So
end
this
of it.
is another funny thing that I learned when I was in Taiwan. They use the word burger often
For
for something
anything
that's a
that's-
sandwich,
yes,
right? But let me explain to you guys the difference between a sandwich and a burger, okay? A sandwich is generally... A burger is a kind of sandwich, okay? So... anything that has 2 pieces of bread with some meat or ingredients between them, that's a sandwich, okay? So technically a burger is a sandwich, but burgers are a specific kind of sandwich. Burgers are any kind of sandwich that uses ground cooked meat. So if you have ground beef and you cook it in a patty, that's a burger. If you have ground turkey, ground chicken, ground pork, any of those could be considered a burger. But when I was in Taiwan, they would have like a chicken sandwich, and they would call it a chicken burger.
right.
Yeah.
That's in Canada and in the northeast they call hot Hamburg sandwiches is what they called them back in the day.
That's
when they-
interesting.
Yeah, it was because it was a Hamburg meat or whatever. They called them hot Hamburg sandwiches.
Right. So the word hamburger comes from the city of Hamburg, Germany, where they used to cut meat into minced meat, cut small pieces of meat that were cooked into, like a patty or a steak. And that was the style of Hamburg meat cooking. And we turned that into what we now know as the hamburger. And usually people think that it's actually ham and burger, but no, it's
Right.
Hamburg. Yeah. You already ate your lunch, roasted chicken with French fries and melted Cypress cheese with garlic sauce. Wow,
Now
that
I'm
sounds
hungry.
delicious. Yeah,
Yeah.
Bellin's got a couple of restaurants in Madrid.
Yeah, sounds like a good one.
Ladies' fingers, yeah, that's
Yeah.
a funny name,
Yeah, lady
sure,
fingers.
yeah. Those are those specifically Russian, or I think those might be originally Italian, Victor. I could be wrong, but looking forward to seeing me on MasterChef. Yeah, I don't know about that. I would love to argue with Gordon Ramsay. All right, please be patient. I'm trying to catch up with the comments, and I'm going to start showing some pictures of my food here. Now, let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to show you some of my first pictures here. Let's see. Share screen. We're going to talk about jambalaya first. Let's see. Here we go. Can you guys see that? I don't know if you guys see that or not. I hope the share screen is not cut off like that.
I know.
I don't know what you guys can see. Hopefully you guys can see all of that picture. But this is the ingredients for something that we call jambalaya. It's a classic American food from New Orleans. And as you can see, it has onions and green peppers and celery, which they call the what do they call it? Oh, I can't remember now. The holy something or other. It's like the
No, the holy, like the Trinity of...
the Trinity, the Trinity.
yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
Yeah, right. It's called the Trinity of New Orleans cooking because almost every recipe there has green peppers and
Right.
celery and onions in it, and tomatoes. And this one has shrimp and chicken and green onions and parsley and garlic. And there's some jasmine rice back there and olive oil and chicken stock, chicken broth, and then a bunch of spices, right? Let me make sure. Can people see? Yes, you see it. Okay, good. All right, so first thing I do is I sear the chicken in the pot there. Try to get a nice brown on it, a little color. And that's a lot of flavor that's sticking to the bottom of the pan there. And then we cook some sausage. Oh, I forgot there's sausage in it, too.
Yeah.
This is usually what we use a type of French spicy sausage from the South called andouille sausage. Andouille sausage. And that is what we call the fond, which is all this beautiful flavor that is, and it's on the bottom of the pot. And that's one of the most important parts in cooking is knowing how to get that flavor into your food. So now we combine those two things and add some spices and cook it up just a little bit more. And then you throw in the vegetables. That's all those peppers and onions and celery. And the steam from the vegetables will start to pull that fond off the bottom. Right? Like there we go. I'm scraping it off the bottom there and trying to get that into the flavor of the vegetables. There's some garlic added into there. Mix that all up. It's looking good, looking yummy. Now we add the chicken and the sausage back into it. Then we add tomatoes, fresh tomatoes and canned tomatoes. And a bunch of rice goes in there. And the chicken stock goes in there, and then you mix it all up and let that cook for a little while to cook up the rice. Then you throw in some shrimp, which sometimes I sear the shrimp ahead of time, and sometimes I don't. But this time I didn't, it looks like. And then a little green onion and parsley to go on top. And there it is right there. That's jambalaya. It has sausage, chicken, shrimp, rice, vegetables. It's delicious.
Yeah.
I love a good jambalaya. I'm a big sucker for jambalaya. Yeah, it looks good, right? Look at that. So there's our first American traditional food, jambalaya. All right, Phoenix, thank you for watching. Have a good night. I'll see you next time. Do you know if I can send you on the empty packet of a very good Iberico ham? What do you mean, Bellin? Do you mean an open packet? I don't think you can send one open. It has to be vacuum sealed for that. Yeah.
I love green onions.
Me too. Yeah.
They're so good.
Critical ingredient for a lot of Chinese food.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have green onions, yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah, just save the whole effort.
Yeah. So this looks like my second meal here. Let's stop here for a minute and go back and check out the without the air. Can you send me? Well, you sent me the Iberico ham before. She sent me a bunch of Iberico ham, dude. It was amazing.
Yeah, Spain's definitely known for its cured meats,
and that stuff is expensive.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure it is.
I mean, it's crazy expensive.
Yeah, because then with the amount of time that it has to sit, and and take up that space.
Yeah. But the last one you sent me wasn't that good. Well, it was pretty damn good to me.
Well, thanks a lot.
Yeah. I thought it was delicious, Bellin.
There was something about freshwater fish.
Do Americans eat freshwater fish? I think was the comment.
Yeah,
and of course we do.
We do.
Yeah.
In a lot of places, like around us, on the Ohio River that we live on, it's not very safe to eat the fish out of that part, but there are many other parts, and catfish is popular, especially in the South.
Yeah.
Fried catfish is a very popular meal and dish, and I love fried catfish.
Yeah, and as much as they say it's not safe, the rest of the world has the same problem, but they don't even think about it.
No, they just get the mercury poisoning.
Right, exactly, yeah. But actually, when you check the fishing regulations and stuff, it says basically like once a week or something.
I think it says once a year.
What?
Yeah, and they recommend one a year out of the Ohio River.
Oh, out of the Ohio River.
This is out of the Ohio specifically.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, now the tributaries like the Licking and stuff, they're probably
I usually
better.
do the Little Miami.
Or Little Miami is
once
probably
or twice a week or something.
less polluted than the Ohio. But they recommend pregnant women eat no fish out of the Ohio River.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay. We both like fishing, so
yeah.
But catfish is a very popular American fresh fish, but we also have trout.
Yeah, trout
and salmon.
When I lived out west.
Right. Yeah. It depends on where you live, which fish that you have available to you, regularly. We can get anything.
Yes, but fresh fish that are going to be good.
Right.
That's catfish around this area.
And it depends on where you live too. For example, if you live in Michigan, they have got a ton of freshwater fish. Many, many different kinds of freshwater fish because they have the Great Lakes up there. There's the 5 Great Lakes, and those are huge. They're like oceans, pretty much.
Yeah.
Giant seas. American paella. That's basically what jambalaya is.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like a paella. Yeah. Have I ever had Haitian food? Yeah, Quavo, I have a few times. I'm trying to think of what I've had. I can't think of the names of the dishes, but I've definitely had Haitian food a couple of times.
I haven't had Haitian food, but I would love to try it.
Yeah. Sandra says Brazilian food is the best in the world. Of course, Sandra, everybody thinks that their own food is the best in the world.
Yeah, Lee's famous recipe chicken. That's
right. But Sandra, I do think Brazilian barbecue is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
If you've never tried it before, have you been to Fogo de Chao or one of the Brazilian barbecue restaurants?
I
so this is really crazy. What you do is you go in and you pay one fee. When I did it, it was like $50. It was up in Chicago, and it's all you can eat for $50.
Right.
And what they do is they give you a little coin.
It's a colored or whatever.
And it's green on one side and red on the other. And you just put it on the table and they just start walking around with these kebabs. It is an experience.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
They're like, we have a giant salad bar, and it's like,
no.
Yeah. Who are you fooling?
I'm here for the meat.
Right. Yeah. And Brazilian barbecue is one of my favorite barbecues. Although, Sandra, I will say that as an American, I think American barbecue is the greatest barbecue in the world. Yeah. I've had a lot of barbecues, but Texas barbecue in particular.
Kansas City.
Yeah, I think Texas beats Kansas City. Yeah, I like a dry rub, but the sauces of Kansas City is not as good to me. I'm not as much as the sour. I don't really so much like the sourish,
My brother lives in Nashville, and they have really good hot chicken.
Oh,
in
sure.
Nashville.
Yeah. Obama says Western food is a single thing. No, it's not, man.
Most of it is other countries' foods mixed together.
Chinese food is a mixture. Guess what, man? If you learn about food history, like I know about word history and English history, food history is also, you will find out that almost every food has a influence from other cultures. All foods have influences from other cultures, right? So you need to learn a little bit more about some more food. My mouth is not aligned with the microphone, so you can't hear what I said. What? It should
Which
be.
one?
Can you guys hear us clearly? Because it should be nice and loud. I don't see how you could possibly not hear us well. Yeah, I mean, we should be pretty loud. I mean, I'm not directly in front of the microphone,
Right.
but even if I'm a little bit off, it should be okay.
Pick up in both of them almost.
Right, exactly. Yeah, these are two pretty nice microphones. Athena, hello, Athena. Good to see you. You're going to L.A. next month. What food would I recommend in L.A.? Oh, tacos.
Yeah.
Yeah, L.A. is close to the Mexican border, and there are lots of good taquerias. So go to a really good taqueria and get some really good traditional tacos. There are many different kinds, and they're all amazing. Argentina's barbecue is amazing. I've never had Argentinian barbecue, but I'm sure it is. Yeah. Have I ever tried buckwheat? I have. Yeah. Hello, Dana.
Hi, Dana.
I'm making you crazy, Odie, with the food. Yeah. Take a look at Lechona Colombiana. Okay, I'll take a look at that. Evan, why don't you find me a good recipe and send it to me? Okay, I think I caught up with the comments there. All right, let's see. What's this next food that I did here? I did what looks like some spicy shrimp. Oh, spicy shrimp pasta. I can show that. It's a pretty simple one I did here. Just this looks like my own recipe. I don't think this is. Sometimes cooking's like jazz.
Yeah.
Throw
it together,
That's
see
right.
what works.
I love that.
Yeah.
Once you get good at cooking and you know some basics about the techniques, then if you just, that's one of my favorite things to do is just open the refrigerator and see what we have and just go, what can I do?
I can make a jam out of it.
Yeah. I can make a bread. I can make a jam. I can make a pasta out of that. Yeah. So let me show you guys my next little spicy shrimp pasta that I made here. Whoops, I always hit the wrong one. All right, so I started off with some garlic and Thai chilies and jalapeno peppers and red onion in there, and I sautéed them. And the word sauté is actually a French word that means to jump, because you put it on high heat and you got to keep it moving.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
And so here's what it looked like when it was finished there. I put some tomatoes and some Parmesan cheese on top, a little basil on the side. That looks pretty yummy, right?
Yeah.
Spicy shrimp pasta. Who is the handsome boy next to you? Athena, this is my new co-host, Clay.
Hi, Athena, and thank you.
He's going to be joining me on most Monday, Wednesday, and Friday broadcasts, which is great. So now you get two hosts for the price of one. Oh, and look, now we got some stir fry I did.
Yum.
Some Asian stir fry. There's some shrimp stir fry I did. And tacos, there's the classic American, or I should say Mexican tacos, with some cilantro and green onion, and I believe some pulled Mexican pork. Ooh, it's sideways, but looks like some Italian sausage and meatballs with pasta. There we go. That's a classic Italian-American thing. We do love a good meatball.
Oh, yeah. My mother makes some really good meatballs.
And this is red beans and rice. Red beans and rice, another classic Southern American dish with strong influences from Africa. Afro-Cuban influences. Yeah, Bellin, that pasta I made is pretty much like a shrimp diavolo kind of a thing. Yeah.
And then there's are all tacos spicy?
Are all tacos spicy? No, not at all. No, you can get tacos that aren't spicy. I mean, they'll have onion on them.
Yeah, and generally they come with a little sauce that come in different spiciness levels.
Right, you put that on yourself.
Yes.
Right? So
yes.
you don't have to have any sauce at all.
Right.
And they often have something called macho sauce. Macho sauce is a homemade sauce that they'll use at a good taqueria that is usually pretty spicy.
Yeah.
But they also have one that's like a jalapeno crema kind of a thing.
The
green one. Yeah.
Verde.
Verde, that's right, Verde sauce. And so it doesn't have to be spicy. No, definitely not. Do I know that Japanese families who live in Osaka have one takoyaki? You mean a special Osaka takoyaki? One or two? What do you mean? Do you mean they only go to like one, like their favorite one, and that's it? Or there's only one in all of Osaka?
Yeah. And there's a huge line out the door every day.
Yeah, I love takoyaki too. Yeah. Let's see. Let's keep going with my pictures and see what else we have here. So again, red beans and rice is a classic American dish. It's got some sausage in there, and some beans and tomatoes, and some little sour cream stuff on top. Fresh jalapenos, rice, a little lime juice to go on the side. Yeah, it's delicious food.
Yeah, it looks tasty.
Yeah. And I believe we might have some Alfredo coming up. Let's see. No, what do we? Oh no, carbonara. Yeah, so here we got some bacon that I've, traditional carbonara uses guanciale, which is pork jowl. But where can you find that without paying a ton of money?
Yeah.
Right. So we just usually substitute bacon. We just substitute bacon. And there's some eggs there, and so you crisp up the bacon, you cook up the sauce, throw the sauce in there with the crispy bacon and the egg mixture, and there you go, and you get some delicious carbonara.
Can you get meats like the jowl meat at Findlay Market?
Yeah, you can get it at Findlay Market.
Yeah.
You can get it probably at Jungle Gyms.
Right.
But it's kind of like just not
worth.
No, I mean bacon is damn good. So
I love bacon.
Why
in America we love bacon.
Yeah,
really,
that's right. We are bacon lovers in America.
Enthusiasts.
That's right. I would eat bacon ice cream.
And they make it. They make
I'm
bacon
sure they
ice
do.
cream and bacon cologne.
Yeah, garlic and bacon are two of my favorite
yeah.
flavors. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's some delicious carbonara. Oh, and speaking of which, this is what we ate for breakfast this morning, everybody. My dad is also a fantastic cook. I learned cooking from my dad, and this is his most famous zucchini blueberry walnut bread.
It's delicious.
And yeah, we had that for breakfast this morning, and man, is it good.
Yes, it is.
So good. And it's zucchini from our garden. Look at that, how moist. I mean, you can see how moist that is just in the pictures. Yeah. And see the little pieces of green in there? That's the zucchini. And I just found out that you can do the same thing with yellow squash. And we have a bunch of yellow squash, so we might try making some squash.
We ate the ones you gave me.
Oh, yeah? Were they good?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We've got a recipe for lemon yellow squash bread. So I'm going to try that. Here's a little tilapia, a little baked tilapia, and Hasselback sweet potato with some green beans from our garden. I love to cook sweet potatoes like that, where you know what you do is you take two chopsticks and put the potato between the chopsticks, and then you can cut it so that it goes all the way through.
Yeah.
And you end up with those nice little things, and then you baste it with honey and brown sugar and maple syrup and garlic and salt and pepper, and
sounds
then
delicious.
roast it. Oh, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
That
Yeah.
kind of reminds me of those guys, those chefs you see that cut the zucchini into like a lattice.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah.
sort of a, they put it on stuff like that.
Good little yummy little salad. Right, so I'm just going through some foods, just to kind of show you guys some foods I cook. I don't want to talk about this all day, but I just wanted to show you some stuff here while we're here. I'm not sure what I'm making here. What am I doing? This looks like probably some pasta,
Yeah, I was gonna
Italian
say,
pasta, I think.
Some sauce.
Yeah, it looks like I'm making
Starter.
some sauces, some garlic, and some
Yeah.
onions, and tomato paste. Yeah, and chicken broth and San Marzano tomatoes, which are the greatest tomatoes on the planet. God, they're so yummy. And then a bunch of fresh tomatoes from our garden. And I think I know this is a different one. That's a 3-cheese grilled cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
With the tomato soup?
I know what I'm doing. That's what it is. It's
Yeah.
tomato soup. That's what it is.
That's
it's
a pretty
tomato
American.
soup. And, it is.
Yeah, that's American.
Grilled cheese with tomato soup. That
Yeah.
is a classic one. Yeah. So that's what that was. It's not Italian pasta sauce. It's tomato basil soup.
Yes.
That's what it was. And there it is, right there. Tomato basil
Yeah.
soup with toasted grilled cheese.
Many people grew up with this food in America.
Yeah, it is one of those ones like on a rainy day
Oh,
or
yeah.
something, a fall day or something. It's so
And
yummy.
you take that sandwich and you dip it right into the soup, and
That's
then you
right.
take a big bite of everything.
Yeah. So there you go, everybody. There's a grilled cheese sandwich. It's easy to make, but it's so yummy. Okay, let's stop with the pictures for a minute and allow you guys to clean up your drool. Hello, Ali. Thank you, Lola. Yellow squash bread. That's right, Jesse. Have I ever tried traditional Iranian dishes such as fesenjan and gormasabzi, Isfahan biryani, and tachin or ash reshta? I have never had any of those, Zakrag. There's a restaurant in. No, that's not an Iranian. As far as I know, there's no good Iranian restaurant in my city that I'm aware of. So I don't know where I could go to get them. But if you have a recipe for fesenjan or gormasabzi that you want to send it to me, please do. Yeah, I'll see if I can try to cook it myself. I know every time I talk to Iranians, they always talk about gormasabzi, gormasabzi.
Gormasabzi was brought up in one of the other streams.
Yeah. Mai says, do you know that in America you call it French fries, but in Japan we call it fried potatoes? So, Mai, there's a story about that. So why do we call French fries French fries? We do that because many, many years ago in America, I need to check on my YouTube channel too. Many years ago, look, I missed so many comments from Ruslan. Sorry about that, Ruslan and Manuak and Zendan, hello. I'll get to you guys in just 1 second. So many years ago in America, there were a bunch of immigrants here from Belgium, from the country of Belgium. And in Belgium, one of the main languages that's spoken there is French. And one of their favorite foods is called pommes frites. And pommes frites means fried potatoes. Okay, potatoes that are fried. And so in America, we saw a bunch of people who were eating fried potatoes and they were speaking French. So we put those two things together, and that's why we call them French fries. Okay, but they're not actually French, they're Belgian. Hello, Lynn. Arnold says the most important thing about foods is cleanliness. The kitchen cutlery must be of course. Yeah. Arnold, yeah. When you learn how to be a cook in America, they make you take a class on food cleanliness and food, what do we call it?
Hygiene?
Yeah, there's a specific term for it. Now I can't remember. See, this is what happens when I don't eat enough in the morning. It'll come to me later. But yes, we have to take a class about how to properly prepare foods and make sure that everything is clean. And I assure you, Arnold, I am, here's a good word for you, fastidious. Fastidious is a word that means very, very particular about things done a certain way. Right? So I'm very fastidious about cleanliness and making sure that everything is prepared properly. And Umuhan, hello Umuhan. I'm sorry, but you cannot do that here. Okay? All right? There are no fortune telling. There's no fortune telling here. And actually, you should be careful because you can be removed from Hello Talk for doing that on Hello Talk. Okay? But it's also rude to come into my room and try to steal my audience to go do something else. Okay? So please don't do that. We're talking about food, Umuhan. So why don't you join us? Talk about food, not about fortunes. Okay?
Fortune cookies.
Fortune cookies, which also don't exist in China.
Yeah, they're from here.
They don't even know what that is.
Right.
When I talk to them about it, they're like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. You went to Costco, isn't some things are universal, right?
Yeah, and along with the food hygiene
There it is, sanitization. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right. That's the
sanitization.
word. That's what I was looking for. Thank you, Lola. Thank you.
I've been known to eat some dodgy street foods. I have a pretty strong gut to where when it comes to eating, I'm not a huge.
Me too. Yeah, and
if it looks dirty, that's one thing.
I'm fastidious about when I cook
your own stuff.
But when I eat street food,
Right.
it's look. Some people like to go to the casino. And some people like to gamble in other ways. And if it smells good and looks good, it's a gamble I might
I'll
take.
gamble with my gut. Yeah.
So there were many street foods in Taiwan that I ate that hurt me later, but they were still worth it. Yeah. Yeah, you do have to have what we call an iron stomach. An iron stomach. Hello, Johnny. Good to see you. You like Iranian food, okay? A white fish called uzum burum. Okay, I'm not sure what that fish is, but are there any special dishes that you rarely eat, especially national holidays? Yeah, roasted turkey.
Yeah.
Roasted turkey. Turkey. We eat turkey a lot, like turkey sandwiches and things like that, but making an entire whole roasted turkey, that's one, they're huge, and two, they're expensive. Well, relatively so.
Yeah.
And they take a long time. You're talking about a good, 4 hours of cooking sometimes, right? And so we do roasted turkey for Thanksgiving, and it's always a very big ordeal. It's a lot of preparation and time to go into cooking a roasted turkey.
Eggnog. It's not quite food, but it's
eggnog would be a
same-
special thing. Yeah, right. It's slow cooked for 4 hours. If it depends on the size of the turkey, but the turkeys that we get, we have. Thanksgiving is a family holiday, and so you invite all your family over to eat. So you need a lot of food. So we usually get a pretty big turkey, and it takes a good 4 hours to cook.
Yeah, this past Thanksgiving, my family deep fried two turkeys.
Yeah.
To where, it takes a little shorter than 4 hours, but it's more dangerous.
It's definitely more dangerous. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen. There's so many videos online of that going wrong. I've always wanted to try that, but I've never tried it.
My cousins did it. I didn't have a hand in it.
Okay, would anybody like to come on the stage and talk about food today? Does turkey taste good? It tastes amazing.
I love turkey.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Turkey bacon cheddar sandwich.
Yeah.
On
I love
on
a good
bagel.
a club club
club,
sandwich.
yeah.
That's a classic American food.
Yeah,
is
it
a
is.
club sandwich is usually it's either turkey or chicken, and it can be just turkey, chicken, or and then bacon, or I do it with turkey, ham, bacon.
Yeah.
Club.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's called a club sandwich because it was first made at a specific club, I think in New York City. I can't remember the name of the club.
See, I
but
thought it was just like a country club.
Well, it kind of
special
is.
sort of
It's like a
sandwich,
special
right.
country club that was in New
Right.
York City, and
I
this was
see.
on the
And
menu.
started it.
It's like Waldorf salad.
Yeah, or isn't Cobb salad named after someone named Cobb?
I can't remember the story on that one.
yeah.
Waldorf salad is another famous American salad, and it's
Right.
named after the Waldorf Astoria hotel
In Queens.
which was this food was created there in like the 1920s.
My father worked there before
kidding.
working at the Plaza.
Wow.
Yeah, because he worked at the the downtown hotel here. That's it's not the Waldorf. It's
the Omni Netherland.
no, I can't remember. But yeah, he worked there before working at the Plaza
Okay.
hotel, and the Plaza has good food too.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Okay, let's see if somebody wants to come. Nope, nobody's raising their hand. Come on,
was
raise
someone.
your hand. Come on and come talk to us about food. We're talking about food. Food. Okay, if you want to talk about your food or ask questions about American food, that'd be great. Now, let me go talk to you, Ruslan, because I missed so many of your comments. You know, I have two screens, but I still can't see everything at the same time sometimes. So, Ruslan, food can be weird in some cases. Sure, I've tried some weird foods. I love Thai food. Thai food's one of my favorite foods. Oh, that's Odie. Okay, hello, Odie. What do I think about soy products? Are they safe to eat? Sure. Yeah, I eat soy sauce all the
Yeah.
time, and I had soy milk in Taiwan all the time, and soybeans and tofu. Yeah. So, yeah, soy is absolutely safe to eat. Yeah. No, I wouldn't worry about. Sometimes, Rustlin, that GMO stuff that they talk about. Okay, there is sometimes some value to what they're saying, but the majority of the time, I don't analyze my food when I eat it. I just eat it. You know.
Sometimes those people are just trying to sell you.
That's
something
exactly
else.
right. Yeah. So sometimes when they talk about GMO stuff, don't eat GMO. That's because they're organic farmers. So they're trying to
Yes.
sell you their organic food at a high price. You know, by scaring you about the GMO foods. But you know, let's put it this way. I don't think that anybody in the history of mankind has actually ever died from eating GMO foods.
No, and if you look even at the what GMO is,
Right.
it's been done long before there were scientific chemicals.
That's
and
exactly
things like
right.
Selective breeding
Selective breeding is
a type
GMO.
of
That's right,
genetic
yeah.
modification.
That's right. Yeah, almost all the foods, as a matter of fact,
Yes.
have been genetically modified.
and our pets and animals.
To a point where it's a problem because we used to have a much greater variety. So, you know, now in America, we only have like 2 or 3 kinds of corn.
Yeah.
But there used to be hundreds of kinds
Yeah.
of corn. you know?
Biodiversity.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And yeah, Ruslan, I made fried tofu last night with my pot. I made some Chinese Sichuan noodles, stir fry with vegetables and fried tofu, and it was delicious. Yeah. Tofu is one of those foods that lots of people don't like it, but that's usually because they haven't had it cooked
I was
properly.
going to say, I don't think they understand it.
Yeah,
as
right.
so
If it's
much as-
cooked properly, then it's pretty yummy.
Because
yeah,
it soaks up whatever
that's
you,
exactly
whatever
right.
you cook with
That's
it.
exactly
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Okay, let's see. You're going to go to America for Thanksgiving? Well,
This
then.
December, I think, is what.
Oh,
Oh,
did you-
actually, I'm going to America this and then the next.
Oh, this December. Oh, okay. Well, where are you going in America? Then maybe I can recommend some foods. Tell me where you're going in America, and then I'll tell you what you should eat when you're there. All of America
Pittsburgh.
has different areas with
Yeah.
different foods. So it depends on where you're going. If you're going to New York or something like that, you can get just about anything.
I think she said Pittsburgh.
Oh, Pittsburgh. Okay, well, that's interesting.
I'd imagine they have a good sausage because it's a similar German sort of town like we are here
Right.
on the river.
Let me think. Pittsburgh. Well, I wonder if there's a skyline up there.
I don't know. It's
Let's
a good
see.
question. I don't know if Pennsylvania had a Ohio blockade.
No skyline there. So let me see. What's famous foods of Pittsburgh?
Have you ever tried Century eggs? Lucy, I have not.
I have.
I have not tried them. I would try them.
Yeah,
once
I
anyway.
have. 我觉得这是不错，可是还好啊。I don't understand why people talk about them so like, oh my God, have you tried century eggs?
Right.
There are some foods that are like that, where it's like, okay, I know it's famous, and I know that you guys, it's a traditional food. But when I eat it, I don't go like, "Oh my God, so delicious!"
It's kind of
you know?
like, for me, hot dogs in America. It's not
Right.
quite the same, but they don't really have. For me, hot dogs are not that spectacular or that good in general.
Okay, so if you're in Pittsburgh, there's what you should get. One, you should go get some pierogies.
Oh, I love pierogi.
Yeah, pierogies. So pierogies is a kind of Eastern European, kind of a Polish potato kind of a thing. They're like potato dumplings, basically. Yeah,
With cheese. And,
with cheese. That's right. Well,
yeah.
there's a bunch of different kinds.
Inside the
but
yeah.
pierogies. Oh, let me type it here. I think that's
yeah.
Pierogies. Pierogies, yeah, pierogies is one thing you should try. And it says they have a special sandwich that I've never heard called the Primanti sandwich. Go to Primanti Brothers. Primanti Brothers is a restaurant there, and it certainly looks good. Let's see. It's a huge sandwich.
That's stacked high. Old
yeah.
school.
Let me see what it is. I've never had a Primanti sandwich, so I don't know, but it looks really good. And they have pierogies at that restaurant too. So maybe you could just go to Primanti Brothers.
Yeah, and get it all.
And get everything you want there.
Sauerkraut.
Yeah, this looks pretty good. Whatever they have here. Oh, Goblerito. It's a turkey.
It's a fusion-y thing.
Fusion turkey thing. Where is the sandwich? Okay. Here it goes. It's the most famous sandwich in Pittsburgh. It says grilled meat, melted cheese, oil and vinegar-based coleslaw, tomato, and French fries between Italian bread.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, I'd eat that. Yeah, so be aware. Be aware that a lot of American foods are very heavy.
Yes.
Very, very heavy. So, there's a reason we're fat.
There is.
There are many good reasons that we're fat. We make a lot of really delicious food.
Yeah, carbs is a big reason.
Carbs is a big reason. And, here's another thing. If you've never been to America, the portions of food that we get at restaurants are enormous. Okay, so when you eat at a restaurant in your country, most of the time, the portion that they give you, the amount of food, is just enough for one person for one meal. But in America, if we don't get a big portion, we feel that the value is not good. So they always give you a mountain of food, and that's why we have a tradition here of the doggy bag. A doggy bag means to take it home, right? So if you have leftovers,
Da
bao, that's right,
Yeah.
to take it away, right? So sometimes you eat and you're too full and there's still food left and you won't waste it. You'll say, please wrap it up in a box so I can take it home. And we call it the doggy bag because, the idea is you take it home and you give a little bit to your dog, That's right. We serve way more than you can eat. That's right. Yeah. That's right, Da Bao. That's right. Does heavy mean high in sugar? No, heavy means like if you eat a salad, after you eat a salad, you feel very light and you feel like, oh, I can go do some work and I feel good. But there are some foods when you eat them that after you eat them, you feel like that, like, oh, I need a nap. You know, like I need to lay down. I need to take a break. You know, those are heavy foods. Okay. And a lot of American foods are heavy. They're yummy. They're delicious. I love them, but they are heavy. And I would say American food doesn't specialize in nutrition or health. That's not our first concern.
No.
Our first concern with American food is taste.
And comfort.
That's right, taste and comfort. So most of our foods are pretty heavy and fattening.
Yes.
Yeah. What about Indian food? I love Indian food. There's an Indian restaurant in my city I've been going to for a long time, Ambar India, down in Clifton. And my favorite thing there is saag. I love saag and the samosas and paneer, and they also have garlic naan. Oh,
Yeah,
naan bread.
I love garlic
Me too.
naan.
It's one of my favorite breads.
Yeah.
I usually get chicken tikka saag and some garlic naan and maybe some samosas.
Yeah, I remember when I was in England, when I was in London, there was really some very good Indian food.
Yeah,
and it's like
yeah.
not exactly Indian either.
It's
like
hilarious
you get the tikka
because-
masala that's not even actually Indian food.
There's a
you know?
hilarious video on Facebook. It's a comedy video where this American food writer she's pulled over by a police officer, and he starts asking her, like, what are you doing here? And she's like, well, I'm a food writer. And he starts getting curious, like, oh, that's interesting. And she said, yeah, I'm here to check out British food and everything. He's like, oh, well, we have some of the finest food in the world and whatever.
And it's all
like,
Italian, Indian,
it's like curry.
French.
Yeah, like, he's like talking about the curry and it's so funny, like, to see them talking about curry as a British food.
Yeah.
But curry is a funny thing because curry is originally Indian, but there is Thai curry and Japanese curry and Chinese curry and Indian curry, and there are many different kinds of curry, right? It's siesta time there because shops closed for 3 hours between 2 and 5. I didn't know you guys were
Wow.
still doing that. That's cool.
That is nice.
Yeah, in Taiwan they do that. I think we talked about that for a minute. Not every business, but many businesses.
Chill time.
They have a nap.
Nap time. Yeah.
Yeah, after lunch, there's like an hour break where people literally take a pillow and go lay on the floor and sleep.
That
for an
sounds good to
hour.
me.
Yeah.
I like that.
Let's see. Japanese food is healthy and has a lot of nutrition. I would generally agree with that. Yeah, most Japanese food, not all of it, but most of it is. It's all certainly lighter than American food.
Yeah.
But sushi and sashimi, I love sushi and sashimi. And there used to be a place right around the corner from my apartment in Taiwan, and I got that like 2-3 times a week because it was cheap
And right
and
there.
the best
Yeah.
tuna you've ever had, and it was so good.
Yeah,
and
that sounds really good.
it was a specialty tuna sashimi sushi place.
Yeah.
And they had some of the best tuna you've ever
Yeah.
had. I should try Malai Kofta Sabji. It's fire. Okay. Send me a recipe, Jagdish. So, again, everybody, if you have a recipe for one of your most favorite foods, don't just give me something online. You know, if you see a recipe online and you say, yeah, that's real, send it to me. Or if your grandma has a great recipe or your mom and dad has a great recipe and you want to share it with me, send me your recipe for whatever your favorite foods are, and maybe I'll try to cook it on a show sometime. Do I like to eat fish? I do, yeah.
Yeah.
What is our typical breakfast? If you're just talking about me, I rarely eat breakfast that much anymore. When I have breakfast now, I usually just eat pistachios and coffee. Or today we had, that zucchini bread, which was yummy, just a special treat. But I rarely eat breakfast in the morning because, to be honest with you, I don't like to eat in the morning and feel full. before I have to go do something. So I rarely eat much of anything. Maybe a bowl of cereal or something, but not really much.
I usually will have. I love bagels and cream cheese.
Yeah,
and so that's in the morning. I'll pop a bagel in the toaster.
Yeah, sometimes I do that.
Eat a bagel and cream cheese and some fruit. Like this morning, I had a thing of cantaloupe and a bagel. And
now
it's quick and easy.
On the other hand, if it's like a Saturday or a Sunday, and it's about 10:30 or 11 o'clock, and it's not early morning, sometimes we love to have what we call brunch foods. And I love a good French toast. I make a delicious French toast with bacon and eggs and sausage and hash browns, and we have blueberry pancakes, and we'll make a mountain of food and eat it in the late morning and early afternoon.
There are some really delicious breakfast foods. I love breakfast foods. It's just having the time and the energy to make all of that in the morning.
And here's the thing, though: breakfast around the world is very different than American.
Right.
Breakfast,
grab and go.
American breakfast food is really pretty heavy.
Yeah.
And not very healthy.
Right. But, like most of the rest of them.
Yeah, but a lot of foods around the world, breakfast is a nice little light, fresh meal that's not very heavy. Yeah.
I had jianping in Shanghai.
Dumping?
Jianping. It's like a
crepe egg pancake. Yeah. Dumping.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Every morning I used to go to a dumping shop right around the corner from me. Yeah. I used to love cheese and bacon dumping.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god. And they make so many different kinds.
They do. Yeah. With the green onions.
Okay, let's see. You hate eating late at night, Lola. I'm a sucker for eating late at night because I'm a night person, and I used to gig. When I had shows, when I'd perform as a musician, you get done at 2 a.m. and you go and there's nothing else open except for like fast food.
Right.
So you end up eating terrible foods at like 3, 4 in the morning.
I'll do a late night peanut butter and jelly. 11:30.
That is always good.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich is another classic American food.
It is.
Are you a grape or strawberry jelly guy?
Strawberry jelly, but I won't refuse a grape.
But I'm a classic.
Strawberry's
I think
better.
strawberry's the way to go.
It is.
Yeah.
It's more real jelly, I feel like, than the grape jelly. I don't know. It just doesn't have the same taste, obviously, but.
Behind you, next to the speaker, is a big snake. Be careful. Okay. Hello, CD. You love brunch in the morning, just a nice coffee and about 11 a.m. brunch with Benedictine eggs and juice and avocado. See, that's what I'm saying. That's relatively light and healthy.
Yeah.
But American brunch is sometimes a mountain of food.
I was going to say 3 or 4 eggs plus some.
And
some
Zendan, if you're still there in my YouTube channel, yes, I know a little bit about Kurdish food. There is a Turkish restaurant right near my house, and I sometimes go there and eat. I don't eat it too often, but I do go there sometimes. It's a good restaurant. Hello, Deborah. Good to see you. Okay. Now we got Lola. Lola's one of my new followers just recently,
cool.
and she is great. I love her energy when I talk to her, and she's been trying to get more courage to talk. So
good.
That's good that she's raised her hand. Lola, come talk to us. Lola. L-L-L-L Lola. Hello, Lola.
Hi.
How are you again? I just talked to her last night on my voice room. So how are you today?
It was like early in the morning in my place.
That's right. For me, it was last night. Yeah, I'm on the other side of the earth, so that's the way it works. It's early morning.
Yeah.
It's 11 a.m. here now. Yeah, so that's the way it works. So, Lola, do you want to talk about food?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about your favorite Egyptian foods.
My favorite Egyptian dish?
Sure.
That would be bamia.
What is it called?
Bamia.
Bamia. Okay. Tell me about bamia. What is that?
It's like a vegetable made with tomato soup.
Okay, so it's like a special kind of tomato soup. That's a Egyptian tomato soup.
Yeah,
Okay, that sounds interesting.
yeah. Turkey has it too.
Turkey
Okay.
has it too. Okay. Now,
And mahshi,
mashi. Okay, what is mashi?
mahshi.
Okay, what
This
is that?
dish is vegetables filled with rice,
What kind?
sometimes with beef,
What kind
rice
of?
and beef,
What kind
or
of vegetables?
only rice. What?
What kind of vegetables?
Like tomatoes, green pepper, red pepper,
Okay, all right.
crumb. I don't
Okay.
know what does it mean in English.
What is it
Crump.
called? Crump. I don't know. But see, look, this is why food is a great topic to
Yeah.
talk about.
New
because you need to think about, how do I even describe that? I don't know what that's called
Yeah.
in English. I don't know what, or, you have to describe, is it roasted? Is it baked? Is it fried? Is it steamed? There are many different ways to talk about food, Do you cook it for a long time? Is it cooked quickly? Is it cooked over an open fire? Is it cooked on a frying pan or in an oven?
Blanched.
Is it blanched? Yeah, so there are many different things, new words you can learn. And when
Yeah.
you're trying to talk about food, everybody, you should be trying to use your English to make a delicious picture in someone's mind so that they can see exactly what it is. So when you say vegetables, I don't know. What vegetables, right? Like there are millions of vegetables. So what kind of vegetables are you talking about, right? So this is a good homework assignment.
Eggplants too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good homework assignment. Pick out your favorite foods, sit down, and see if you can make a good description of that food in English. Okay? So
Yeah, I
that's
would try.
yeah, that's a really good homework assignment. And then again, the other reason why talking about food is so great as a practice exercise is because we eat every day. So it's a good opportunity
True.
to think about, okay, well, I'm eating. Let me take a minute and try to practice my English while I'm eating. Let me think about my food in English. Can I think about it? Is it salty? Is it sweet? Is it sour? Is it bitter? Is it heavy or light? Is it, do you think it's filling? Filling is another good word. It means that it fills you up.
Do you think
Or
it's healthy?
Is it healthy? That's right. Is it unhealthy? Is it oily? Is it, greasy? There are many, many different foods that you can learn how to describe. And it's a really good exercise because if you want to improve your English, you need consistent practice.
And that's multiple times a day.
That's right.
Yeah.
Food is a really consistent
Yep.
thing to use as a way to consistently practice your English.
Yeah.
Okay? So, yeah, thank you for sharing that, Lola. And
I
please,
have to go now.
okay, and
Okay.
Lola, do me a favor. If you
Okay,
can
thank you for having me.
send me a recipe, Lola. Send me a recipe of one of those dishes. Okay?
Okay, I will send you bamia and ملوخية and mahshi.
All right. Yes, please do.
They are
Send me a
great.
good recipe so I can try to see if I can learn how to cook them, okay? All right. Thanks for coming, Lola, and it was great to talk
Okay.
to you.
Bye,
See you next
Lola.
time. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Okay. All right. Yeah, send me a recipe, everyone. Sí, me he confundido que dastes los dos. Let's see what that means. Oh, yes, I was mistaken. You two stayed. Okay. Copacabana.
At the Copa.
Copacabana. Dun, 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 dun.
Down at the
Her name was Lola.
Yeah,
That's
her
right.
name was Lola.
There it is. There it is.
That's
Now
great.
I get the reference. There we go. We were singing a different Lola song. That's right. There you go. Okay, let's see. Somebody else wants to come talk to us. Let's talk to Princess from Syria. And there is a great Syrian restaurant downtown, too, run by a bunch of Syrian women who, they're at the food festival all the time. And
Okay.
I always they have this delicious falafel hummus wrap.
Ooh, where's
it's
that
really
at?
good. It's called the Olive Tree.
Okay.
I think that's what it's called. Is it that right? Let me. I'll
I'm
see if I can
sorry.
find it later.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, Princess.
Hello.
How are you?
Hey, how are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well, guys.
We're good. We're good. So you're from Syria, yes?
Yes, I'm from Syria. Thank you for having me here.
You're welcome. Are you in Damascus or where are you?
Yeah, I'm from Aleppo, actually.
Oh, okay, Alifa. All right. And so tell me, what did you want to talk about with food today? Do you have anything specific you want to talk about?
Oh, thank you so much. Actually, we have really a variety of dishes, and Syria has a lot of dishes and plates. So, as I don't know what's her name, but she mentioned about mahshi because we have a lot of types and a lot of kind of or sort of mahshi because we have zucchini and eggplants, and these vegetables or these zucchini and eggplants we dig it and stuff it with a lot of meat and some rice and spices, and we put under the pot some meat and we cook this dish in some lemon and tomatoes and spices. We have a lot of kibba, grape leaves, and tabbouleh. I think you
Ooh,
know.
that sounds good. Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. You know, the one thing I love about Middle Eastern food is many of the countries, they all have a similar thing, slightly different maybe each time. You know, falafel, baba ganoush, hummus, all of those things that are so yummy, and I love all of them. You know, Mediterranean
Actually,
food is
yeah.
one of my favorite foods to eat when I want to eat healthy and light.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because really we have a healthy food. Like everything is fresh, and we can buy it in fresh way. So I can order or I can buy everything fresh. So I can cut all that vegetables for tabbouleh. They
That
are
sounds
fresh.
great.
I don't-
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So all my words again. Actually, sorry.
No. You're
Yeah.
doing fine. You're doing great. And zucchini. We have a garden here at my house, and zucchini and yellow squash are the two things that we grow there. I thought about trying eggplant, but I didn't. I didn't try it this year to grow it in my garden. But I have fresh zucchini all the time, and my father just made some delicious zucchini bread. You should try that. That's an American food that I think you would really like. It's not difficult to make, and it's delicious. My dad, he makes it's a blueberry walnut zucchini bread. It's
you-
so good.
Could you please describe how you can?
I'll tell you
how
what.
you
If
can
you
cook
send,
this dish?
I'll tell you what. Let's trade recipes. You send me a recipe for one of your favorite foods from Syria, and I'll send you a recipe for zucchini bread from my father.
Actually, for me, I'm really a great cooker.
Good.
So
Me too.
yeah, so I have a lot of So I have a lot of really great pictures I would like to share, and I would like to send you some. Some of them.
Please send me some. Yeah. That's what we were doing earlier. Is I was showing pictures of all my cooking and making my audience hungry. I started cooking when I was like 11 years old, and I'm almost 49 now.
But you know what? Really, the best thing when I'm cooking and enjoy this stuff, I should really make sure everything have it. Like I have a fresh vegetables, and I have
Yeah, fresh
everything.
everything.
Fresh,
Yeah.
and-
That's right.
Ingredients are
Yeah,
very
yeah, yeah.
important.
Yeah, especially for Mediterranean food.
Yeah.
But let me
The
show you this.
quality of the ingredients.
We have a really good Syrian restaurant in my city. I'm going to show it to you now. I'm going to share my screen and let you guys see. It's called the
So
Olive
I'm
Tree.
sorry for interrupting you. I'm sorry for interrupting you, but I would like to advise to try kibba. Kibba
Kippa,
mabruma,
yeah,
kibba.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
sure. Yeah, I've actually tried it before and I love it. Yeah. So here's the Syrian restaurant that we have in my city. It's called the Olive Tree, and they're really, really great. Every year at we have a food festival in my city called the Taste of Cincinnati.
Wow.
And look at that! Don't that name is delicious,
Sounds
right?
amazing.
Yeah, they make
So-
amazing food,
sounds
and
amazing.
it's run by a few Syrian women, and they're so nice. I talk to them every time I'm down there, and I always try to practice a few Arabic
I'm
words when
so
I'm down
glad to
there.
hear that, really. I'm so glad to hear that.
Yeah, it's great. It's delicious. Look at the falafel. Oh, so yummy. Their
yeah.
falafel's delicious. Yeah, and let me see if I can show
Yeah.
some pictures here. Do they have any pictures? Let's see.
I noticed that in American culture you don't have dips Panadora and Muhammadia, and I know you don't know what does it mean. Like red pepper, you can dry it under the sun,
Oh.
and we
Oh,
Yeah, sun-dried.
Sun-dried red peppers. Sure. Yeah. Right. So here's the thing. So there are many ingredients that might be hard for some people to find depending on where you live in the United States. But I'm really lucky, Princess, because my city has two really big international grocery stores, huge, and they sell foods from about 120 different countries.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
We might
so-
make a video
I'm
from
glad to
That's
hear
right.
one of those
So
places.
so
Yeah.
I should come to America and
Yes.
yeah, absolutely.
and go for these stores.
Yeah. I mean, you can find stuff. You have to remember that we have immigrants from everywhere. So if you find the immigrant community, they will tell you where you can buy everything you need. You know?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm really glad to I'm really glad to hear that. At the same time, I'm really glad to you are guys discovered a new culture and new things that would really amazing, because I have really such a great friends. They are live in America as well, but most of my relatives are living there, so I
Sure,
know
sure.
this culture, and I would like to come there and
Yeah.
try American food as well.
Well, one of my favorite things about America is the fact that we are an immigrant country. So that means that we, Americans, when we wake up in the morning, at least for me, I think, what kind of food do I want to eat today? Do I want to eat Italian food, French food, German food, Syrian food, Chinese food, pizza, hamburgers? We have so much choice.
It's almost a curse.
Yeah,
to the
it kind
point
of
where you
is.
get choice paralysis
Yeah,
is what we call it, where
yeah.
you have so many choices that it's hard to make one. For me, anyway. it
That's
can be
right.
like
Yeah.
that.
So, especially if you live in a really big city
Yeah.
like New York or
Yeah.
Chicago, they have everything.
And the best of,
yeah,
very,
really,
very good.
really good.
Yeah.
The Chinese food you get in New York City and Chinatown is as good
Yeah.
as anything you'll get in China. It's just more expensive.
Yes.
Let me show you those pictures really quickly one more time, because they have some more pictures here from their
Thank you
their
so much.
website here. So there's hummus here and baba ganoush and beet dip
Yeah.
and
Actually,
tabula
this
and
is stuff.
yeah, look, and fatouche,
tabbouleh.
fatouche,
Yeah, you
yeah.
can say tabbouleh.
and there's kibba there and falafel. Kibba
Actually,
al-ghab.
tabbouleh and fattoush and all this stuff of salads, we put it inside all the dishes. We can't without it.
Okay, yeah,
Can't
and there's
without. Tabbouleh
dolma.
and Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wow.
that's good,
those
right?
are our dishes.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, like I said, it's the restaurant is run by, like I think it's 4 Syrian women, 4 Syrian wives that run the restaurant there. So yeah, again, that's sometimes I say, oh, today is a taco day, or sometimes I say today is a Mediterranean day, or today is a, so
Oh.
we food choice is a big part of
Yeah.
American culture for
Wow.
food,
What's your favorite? So, what's your favorite kind of food? Like
Oh.
French food or
I can't
What?
choose really.
It's hard.
I have to say, I'll probably, on any given day, I might say tacos because there are so many
Tacos.
great taco places in America, and we call them
That's right.
taquerias.
Yeah.
And there's one that's a very small place in my city. It's a small little restaurant, and again, it's run by a small Mexican family, and they have, I think, about 15 or 16 different kinds of tacos, and all of them are delicious. And they have a huge
Yeah.
they have a huge menu there, but I have never tried anything on the menu except
Yeah.
the tacos because the tacos are
Right.
so good. I can't
Yeah.
eat anything else. And
That's right.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
if you want my perspective, actually, I would like to eat like hamburgers, pizza, tacos every day.
Yeah, yeah.
Because okay, so I'm great cooker. Really,
Uh-huh.
I like cook, but it has a lot of time and
Yeah,
efforts.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
yeah. But I
me
like
too.
food. I like cook. But this thing, it's really, all the children like it because, oh, okay. So for me, really, I like even healthy food, for our 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 shape and these things, our diets. So I would like to add every healthy thing for all the things, like all
Of
my
course.
dishes.
Yeah.
Like I try to add like healthy fat, sheep's fat, or
Uh-huh,
fat
uh-huh.
sheep, I should say. No, you could say it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
So I-
we
I-
try to
I-
eat
I
healthy,
tried-
but we also love a good.
Yeah,
we love a good unhealthy
fried
meal.
chicken is my favorite
Yeah.
food. I eat a lot of fried chicken, and
just
I love it.
last
Yeah,
month,
but
I took him to my
I-
favorite burger restaurant
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
town.
It was great.
And my favorite burger place, they've been making the same burger for about 100 years, and it is the most delicious burger you've ever had in your
it was
life.
great.
It's really great, and not too big, but
Yeah.
classic, really delicious. Yeah.
I think, yeah, I am glad you enjoy it and you like it. But yeah, I try to don't add a lot of butter and all this stuff like butter, but only.
I love butter.
Yeah, butter is that's a mainstay ingredient in America too. Butter in everything.
But
Yeah.
Princess,
Yeah, for that reason,
the
I
most
even like
popular the most popular oil that I usually cook with is olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. I love a good olive oil. It's good and healthy, and it tastes
Sure.
good. And yeah, so I
But-
usually use olive oil, but I also love butter.
But
I
yeah,
can't
but
help myself.
sometimes you can. Sometimes you can add in an olive oil on the rice or
That's
for
right.
the chicken because it will take
Make it
a
too oily.
different
Yeah, that's
taste.
right. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
it won't have the same taste
That's
as
right.
butter.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
So yeah, for that reason. Okay, so
Princess,
sheep's
your
fat
English is delicious.
is-
Your English is amazing, and
Yeah.
you're describing
Delicious.
you're describing food deliciously.
you.
You're making me hungry with you the
That's-
way you're describing food so
Yeah.
well.
That's honor to me to hear that from you. Really, thank you so much. That's so honor. That's honor to me to hear that from you. So okay, English. I love this language. It's my second language, but I discovered that when I downloaded this app, I can't speak very well. The most important and the most hard thing is speaking. We have a
It
lot
is.
of vocabulary, cinema, and that's confused and struggled me a lot. I tried and tried. I wanted to describe like science, historical things, but I can't.
You can, it just takes time.
Took a lot of time.
It just takes time. You'll get there.
Yeah.
You'll get there. But again, your English is quite good.
It is.
Thank you so much, and I hope you can speak Arabic as well. I hope
I
that
know
one
a
day.
little bit of
I
Arabic.
hope you guys.
I can say
Really?
Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam. Naam lah.
Wow.
Inshallah.
MashaAllah.
Alhamdulillah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Shukran and afwan.
Wow.
And kaif alak.
Your pronunciation
yeah.
is really good.
Thank
Your
you.
pronunciation is really good.
Thank you. Yeah.
Wow.
I try to learn
Wow.
a little bit of every language if I can. So I know a little bit of maybe 10 or 15 languages. Just a little.
Wow. So my siblings and relatives all over the world. So I have my brother in Germany and my sister in Luxembourg, and some
That's
of
awesome.
relatives in America. So I can speak a little bit French,
That's
just a little
awesome.
bit because my sisters talk in this language. But Germany is a little bit hard, you know.
Yeah, German can be a little hard
And
too. Yeah.
I would like to speak Japanese language, and yeah, you know, it takes time.
Well,
Okay,
let
so,
me teach you
for
two
me,
words in
I-
Japanese.
Ridiculous.
There are two good words you can learn
Wow,
that are
thank
easy.
you.
So we live in the state of Ohio in the United States. So it's a state. But the word Ohio in Japanese means good morning. So yeah, you can say
wow.
Ohio.
Ohio.
Yeah, Ohio means good morning in
Ohio.
Japanese. And then another good
Okay,
one
so I
to
can
learn
say-
is Hajime Mashite.
Sorry.
Hajime Mashite.
Hajime Mashite?
Yeah, Hajime Mashite means nice to meet you. Yeah.
Wow. So okay, so I can say Ohio morning,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sabah al Khair. Okay, you know, in Arab country or in our culture, we can say Sabah al Khair, just Sabah al Khair. We can say Sabah al Khair, Sabah al Ishta, Sabah al Ward. Like, you know,
So
we have a lot of
sabah
morning.
is morning.
Yeah, Sabah al Khair.
Sabah
We have a lot of kinds to describe it. Like we can say Sabah al Khair, or like rose
Sabah al
morning,
Khair.
cream morning. Like we have a lot of Sabah.
Wow. Okay,
We
that's
can't
cool.
say that just morning.
Okay, all right. That's interesting. Yeah. So yeah, that's
So we have a lot of
my
morning.
three favorite things to talk about are food and music and language, because I think those three things bring people together, you know, to share
That's
experiences.
right. Yeah,
So
I
I'm a
appreciate that,
musician as
really.
well. So so sometimes we talk about
Wow.
music and sometimes we talk about food. Yeah, behind me here, I don't know if you can see, but here's my drums
Wow.
behind us here in
Wow,
the
wow,
studio.
wow, wow.
But Princess, yeah,
Oh,
your
I
English is
appreciate that.
really good. I'm really impressed. And if you've not followed me yet, make sure you follow me and come back and see me again, because I think let me give my YouTube channel to everybody here also. Here's my YouTube channel, everybody. If you want to, you can go to my
Yeah,
YouTube.
I noticed that, and I followed you. I followed you, but I will just follow you on YouTube as well.
Yeah, because all of these are recorded. Like, we're being recorded right now. So when we're finished here today, this will be uploaded to my YouTube channel. And I have, I don't know, many hundreds of videos there that you can watch. And I am an English teacher. So usually we're talking about English and we're teaching English stuff. You know, Clay is my new recent co-host. So he's been on the last few live streams. Most of them are just me by myself, but there are many dozens of live streams you can watch where I teach about grammar and vocabulary, pronunciation, reading, writing, listening, speaking, how to think in
Wow.
English, everything. So I'm one of the more popular hosts on Hello Talk.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I hope to you all happiness and keep going. Wow.
Thank
wow,
you.
Wow, wow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. And it was really our pleasure to come have you on stage and to talk with you. But I'm going to let you go and see if I can talk to somebody else just a little bit for today. But it was really such a pleasure to talk with you. And really, your English is excellent.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's honor to me to hear that from you. I told you. Thank you.
Well, come back and see us again sometime, okay, Princess? And send me a recipe. Okay?
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, find
I will.
me a good
Sure.
recipe that you trust and send it to me, and then I'll send you my father's special zucchini blueberry walnut bread recipe. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Okay.
take care. I'll see you next time. Okay, princess. I'll say
Take care.
shukran,
Thank you
shukran,
so much.
shukran.
Thank you so much. Enjoy. Thank
Okay,
you.
bye-bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
All right. Okay. Before I bring a new speaker on the stage, and be patient. Be patient. Come on. I know that many people want to talk to me, but you know, sometimes you get a chance and sometimes you don't. I do my best, but before I do that, I want to show. Bellin, are you still here? Bellin? Bellin, are you here? Where's Bellin? Yes.
Hey.
Well, while you're here, Bellin, I am going to plug your restaurant for a minute. We call it giving a plug, which means I'm going to show Bellin, one of my favorite followers. She has a restaurant in Madrid called Casamarias. And if you ever go to Madrid, if you're in Madrid, then please take a moment to go stop by and say hello to Bellin and try some food at her wonderful restaurant. So this is Casamarias' website, I believe, yeah. So let's see. Do we have anything? Do we have something I can click on? It's the menu for groups. Let me see what happens if I click this. There we go.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, okay. So this is Casamarias, which is in Madrid. Looks like a beautiful restaurant. I've not been there yet, but I plan to go. And look at that delicious food. Chocolate, the king of desserts. Ooh. And what do we have here? Salmon tartare. Ooh, that looks good. Yeah. And let's see. Cod. Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. We have a gallery. Oh, here we go. Now this is the good stuff. Okay, let's go through and just take a look at some pictures on her website here. Ooh, look at that. Yeah. Iberico ham with what looks like Benedictine eggs, maybe, over fried potatoes. That looks yummy. What is this, Bellin? I'm afraid to get rid of that.
Yeah, I think you can do hide. And
okay. Oh, there we go. Good. What is that, Bellin? Provolone. Mm. Okay, I love a good provolone cheese.
Yeah.
What do you eat that with? Do you eat it with bread or something? Do you want to go to the stage? Yeah, sure. Let me see. Can you? I think you can. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, come on up, Bellin. Yeah, you can go ahead and tell everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. How wonderful.
Hello, Marley.
Good to see you.
I should be there. Yeah, glad to see you both.
Yeah. So, yeah, tell us what we're looking at here. So this is, what is this,
Well,
roasted provolone?
Yeah, grilled provolone with a special tomato made by smashed tomato.
Okay.
Italian smashed tomato.
Okay.
On the top.
That sounds
with
good.
olive oil. Yeah, that is like a appetizer.
Appetizer. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And what do we have here?
That one is a dessert.
A dessert? Okay. Is that like a chocolate lava cake?
Yes.
Okay.
It's called Death by Chocolate.
Death by chocolate. Yeah, we have a million restaurants in America that have death by chocolate.
It's a good way to go.
It's a good way to go. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What do we have here?
Okay, our famous rices. That one I think is a banda that it goes with the shrimps and how do you say calamar? Calamar, how do you say?
Squid, calamari.
Calamari.
The
Yeah.
shrimps, yes.
Okay.
And
shrimp.
rice.
Shrimp,
Yeah.
rice, calamari,
Yes.
rice. Okay.
Curry, parsley, a little bit.
Okay.
And
That looks
combined
good.
with lemon.
So it's kind of like a paella, a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have many rices. We
Yeah,
have
yeah, of
black
course.
rice, that one.
Okay.
Lobster rice.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah,
Lobster
that sounds
rice.
really good.
Okay, and here's calamari.
Yeah, with garlic mayonnaise and salad.
What do you call calamari in Spanish?
Calamar.
Oh, calamar.
Calamar.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. Good to know. Yeah, because again,
yeah.
we usually call it calamari here. We don't usually just say squid.
No.
Quite similar.
Yeah. Right. Is that
Well,
all?
this is a website.
Oh, yeah,
No,
yeah. What is this? So this
It's
is.
not very good website. Maybe you use if you search the pictures on Google, just the pictures on the website.
Right. Okay, let's see if I can do that. Casa
Maybe you will find more.
Marius, Madrid,
Oh, you are so kind, Mark. I can't believe it.
images.
This is your live stream, and
No, it's
well
my
done.
pleasure.
yeah, that one is the restaurant inside. It's kind of rustic.
It's
You know,
Yes,
the
yeah,
decoration is
yeah.
rustic with
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Ooh, that looks like the lobster. Right?
And yeah, what do we got here? What is this lobster dish?
lobster rice.
That's the
I love
lobster
the
rice.
bogavante.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not dry rice. It's
Uh-huh.
like a little bit like
Soupy.
like a risotto.
Ah, okay.
Have you ever tried
Okay.
risotto? That is
Yeah, of course.
really yummy, tasty,
Yeah. Creamy.
That is not
It's creamy.
creamy, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
it's not dry. Yeah, and also you can eat the lobster.
Okay.
We have
And
the-
again, we got the beautiful
Well,
inside
Well, this is the
view.
views.
Yeah.
Ooh, there we go.
Then let me check because we have a daily menu. Maybe people.
Yeah, it could be
Yeah.
something that you don't usually have, right? Yeah. What is this? This
Yeah.
looks good.
This is a salad. This is from the daily menu. I believe so.
Ooh, that
Yeah.
looks yummy.
Okay, this is like a tuna, but it's more flavor. It's more savory. It's not tuna, really tuna. It's called. Mira, here's Gunter.
Yeah, there's Gunter. Yeah.
Hey, Gunter, you can eat with your eyes.
And then the other
Nice.
So
look at
this is
that. That's beautiful.
downstairs. This is a cave
Yeah.
that we have in downstairs.
Very
Mhm.
cool.
So for big groups or music, that one is the main rice. It's so simple.
Okay, like a calamari rice.
Yes.
Oh, I see shrimp in there too.
Mm-hmm.
Seafood rice.
Yeah. Oh, there's some
Okay,
good
that
calamari.
one. That one.
That's Akra,
This is
yeah.
Parmentier potatoes,
Okay.
and on the top a grilled leg octopus
Uh huh.
with garlic and parsley sauce.
Ooh, that sounds garlic and parsley sauce on there. Yummy. Okay.
That one is goat.
That's the
grilled
cod.
goat.
Okay.
Goat.
Yeah.
What's the black
Grilled.
stuff on top?
That one is black salt.
Black salt. Oh, yummy. Okay.
Black salt.
Wonderful.
Black salt.
And is that
the
the
salad?
another salad? Okay. And here we go.
Ooh.
Carpaccio.
That one, yeah. We used to have it. We don't have it right now.
Okay.
Because not many people like
I-
carpaccio.
is that a
at all.
beef carpaccio or is it a ham
Yes,
carpaccio?
beef.
Oh,
Beef,
I
beef,
love a
beef
good carpaccio.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. And here's the chocolate
Yeah.
death by chocolate.
Yes,
yeah. With some ice
with,
cream. Classic. Okay.
Vanilla ice cream. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's too much chocolate. Well, we have more.
What
Carrot
carrot
cake.
cake. Yeah.
Handmade carrot cake.
Belen, like I said, I'm gonna have to. Maybe I'll give you my father's recipe, and you can try it in your restaurant and see if you like it. Because
Okay,
again,
of
if you like
course.
carrot cake, my father's
I love it.
zucchini bread is very much like carrot
Yeah.
cake, and yeah, with the blueberries and the walnuts in there, it is so good. And if you put that same,
yummy.
if you put that icing on
Yeah,
top
I was
of it,
gonna say
that
the
would
same
be
thing. Yeah,
that would be
that would be-
basically a zucchini cake.
Yeah.
it would be so delicious. Yeah. So that looks delicious. I love a good carrot cake too. What do we have here?
Well, that one is like a steak. Is one
that-
of the cuts of the
Is it
beef.
tenderloin?
Yeah,
I think it's tenderloin. It
Yeah,
looks like tenderloin. Yeah.
This
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, that's
with
right.
French fries, big French fries,
Yeah.
and peppers.
Okay.
Fried,
That looks
peppers.
good. Yeah. And there's some more
Octopus.
calamari, octopus. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, octopus with paprika.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's the fried calamari.
Shrimps. And we have more dishes. I don't know where they are not on internet. Another chocolate cake.
Okay.
What's that?
I don't know.
Croquetas. Can you see the balls on at the right? That is very famous. Yeah. the
Oh,
balls.
this one. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. The potatoes.
That
Yeah.
is called no. That's called croquetas.
Croquetas.
It's
Okay.
made, croquetas. I don't know how to describe to make them. They are so delicious. Inside there is a
Oh,
cream
I think I know.
with
Is that it's
with iberic ham inside and
Brussels
so creamy
sprouts?
when you
no,
bite it.
it's what is that
Artichoke?
called? Artichoke.
Yeah.
Artichokes.
Artichoke hearts. Yeah.
Artichoke hearts. Yeah, that looks like artichokes to me.
Croquettes.
Yeah,
Croquetas.
yeah. We call them artichokes.
Croquettes.
Yeah. It's a
Croquettes.
Mediterranean food. Yeah. Okay, that looks good. I think that's all the pictures from here. Oh no. There we go. That's the lobster
Well,
rice.
the lobster,
Oh
yes, the
wow,
people
that
are
does look
eating
creamy.
lobster,
That looks good.
Yeah, that looks really good.
and all the staff serves the rice and they can open it the lobster for you because sometimes you need help. Not many people know how to open the lobster, with the
Yeah,
Tools.
right. Yeah. It's hard to do. Right. Yeah. What do we have here?
two croquetas.
That's the
Two
croquetas. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
But the dish it
There's
goes
that
with
steak, yeah.
8 or 10 croquetas. So
Okay.
this is people's. This is
Salmon tartare. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
With,
that looks good. Is that-
avocado?
Is that a balsamic sauce?
Of course.
Yeah.
You know that. You know.
Ooh, this looks good
Yeah.
again.
Octopus.
Again, the
That's the
octopus. Yeah.
octopus. This is people.
Ooh,
That one is a dessert
pears.
as well. Is apple
Are the apples?
apples in the oven
Yeah.
with
Roasted apples.
sugar,
Uh-huh.
and then
Caram-
vanilla ice cream. on
Is
the
it
top.
like a caramel sauce?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
that
not,
looks yummy.
Not too far from an apple pie.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. And here's the tartare again. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the people that share pictures.
Some
this is the
grilled salmon. Yeah, that looks good.
with the black salt.
Mm-hmm. The steak
And that one
again.
is
Filet.
steak, but it's the wrong.
Filet.
is a-
Filet mignon.
Or a baseball.
Yeah, but in
I-
English,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Yeah, we
I
call it
forgot
filet
all that
mignon.
names.
It's actually a French word, right? But I'm pretty sure if it's the small one, then it's called filet mignon. Yeah.
Yes, this, and it's thick.
Yeah,
tall,
that's filet.
and then
Yeah.
when you cut it, it's so.
Very,
Yep.
very, very soft. Very soft, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I love it.
That's filet mignon, yeah. Okay, there's the octopus again.
Octopus, yeah.
What
Nice.
is that there? Table service.
Another rice.
Another rice, another paella kind of a
Another
thing.
rice, yeah, but it goes with foie.
It goes with.
Do you know what is foie?
Oh,
With,
yeah, foie gras, foie gras.
French
Yeah,
foie.
foie gras. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
goose liver.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do
right.
know
It goes
foie
with foie and iberic ham.
Ooh, that
That one
sounds
is very
good.
strong.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what do we have here?
You need a siesta before that. After that.
Yeah.
And that one is another salad,
Okay,
the tower salad.
okay. Ooh, that looks good.
yeah.
This is a
Ibe-
scrambled eggs with iberic ham.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that's
this is
that ham,
so
yeah.
typical.
Okay. That's the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
These
Ooh,
are
another dessert.
cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
Yeah,
Handmade.
cheesecake. Okay.
And all handmade. This is our barbecue. We have the big steak
Okay.
grilled.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
getting hungry
there you
too.
go. This is appetizer.
Mhm.
This is
Like a-
something that
like a-
we
kinda
give
like a
to the
bruschetta?
Customers,
Yeah. Okay.
yes, for when you are having a drink.
Ooh.
That's pork belly.
Pork
Yeah,
belly.
That's
Mm,
good.
That looks yummy.
Yeah.
That looks really
Look
good.
how
Pork
crispy.
belly.
Yeah.
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 That's classic.
Really,
Yeah.
really, very typical here. Pork
Yeah.
belly.
Okay.
Another rice, but the same one.
Mhm.
And there is not a black rice. I love the black rice.
Well,
It's
let's.
made with
Let me see. I'll
with,
just let me scroll through
calamares
some
drink.
pictures.
cheeses.
I'm looking for something new. There's the lobster rice. Yeah.
Yes. We have more things.
Yeah. I'm on a website. I'm using whatever
Yes,
pictures
no.
they have.
Yeah, this is a.
It looks like these are almost
Meatballs.
mostly the same now. I'm looking for something different.
Yeah, I think it was the people like.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But guys, if you're going to Madrid, if you're in Madrid, you should go.
Oh my God, you are very welcome. I always there. Well, not this time, not summertime, but I'll be there in October.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow, that one looks really good.
So with
Juicy.
Yeah.
all the same, I can't believe it.
Yeah. Oh, what was that? Is that the pork belly?
Let me check.
I think that's the pork belly.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think so. Yeah.
The steak.
What is this?
Well, tomato with
Sardines?
Sardines.
Yeah.
anchovy.
Anchovies.
Anchovy.
Anchovies. Okay. Anchovies.
Anchovies.
Okay.
Provolone.
Is that
that's
foie?
foie?
Yeah, that's the
It's
foie.
called foie made
Right.
with toast and also marmalade. Marmalade jam.
Marmalade. What kind of
Yeah,
marmalade is it?
It's blackberry.
Peppery. Okay. All right. Pepper marmalade.
Blackberry.
Okay. Oh, blackberry. Oh, okay.
Blackberry.
Okay, that sounds good. What is this here? Is it
Chul-
bone
It's
marrow?
called chuletón. It's the big steak.
Does it come with bone marrow?
Yeah?
Okay.
Sometimes.
Yeah, okay. That looks good. Oh, what is that? That's not good. We'll,
What's
we'll
that?
skip. We'll skip that
Yeah.
one.
Oh my God. Don't worry, it's protein.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's on the website. That's-
It's okay, man.
Yeah.
That we are in old town in Madrid, so we have to fight all the time, all the months.
Oh,
But
there's the black
I
rice.
think-
There's the
Yeah,
black rice.
I love that one. I love the taste. It's made with
With a squid ink.
Yeah.
Yeah, squid ink.
Okay,
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, you know what, Belen, again, like every place in Taiwan, every single place, you know, if you want to look, you'll find them.
Right.
You know, like,
I mean,
Yeah.
when the jazz club I worked in downtown, you look.
and I'll tell you what, no matter how
It's-
clean, I'm a very fastidious, clean person, but no matter how clean you
Yeah.
are, my apartment still had them too. And it's just a way of life. You just get
Yeah.
used to it, you know, like they're
It's
there.
a nightmare. We
Yeah.
have a company that
That
they-
deals with them, yeah,
They
yeah.
clean every month
Yeah.
and almost every week. But
Yeah.
you know,
But
the neighbors, the other restaurants, they don't do it, and they come to my restaurant. And say,
Yeah.
oh my God.
What is this? This looks good.
That one is truffle eggs.
Truffle eggs. Yummy.
Truffle eggs. And
Oops.
lobster. Yes. That is
cheesecake.
a dessert, Italian dessert. No.
Oh, a
oh my
tiramisu.
God.
Ah.
Tiramisu.
Yeah.
handmade. Yeah,
yes,
tiramisu.
yes.
Okay. Lovely. And a little
Well,
cheese
this is-
plate.
Cheese plate.
Yes, with nuts.
Mhm.
It goes with nuts. Yeah,
Well, they
we'll
all
have more,
look
but,
delicious. Yeah, yeah.
That's the people would share on internet. So
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know what, Belen? What you should do maybe is send me some pictures. Why don't you put a folder together of what you want to show, and maybe next time I can bring you up and you can show me
Okay.
and talk about what you want to talk about. Yeah.
of course, thank
Yeah.
you very much. You are so nice and kind, showing my place, my second house.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and I can't wait to visit and try the food.
Yeah, the kitchen is yours, so
Wow.
all
Yeah.
yours.
Well, so how's your family?
Yeah, very well. Here in Madrid is scorching. We are at home. It's very, very hot outside.
Yeah.
And for the moment, until 7 or 8 o'clock, we don't go out. It's too hot outside. So we are here, you know, hanging out and stay with my kids doing summer homework. They have to do it.
Summer homework. I see. Yeah. That was the thing that every kid in America dreads. is
Yeah,
Summer reading
yeah,
and whatever. It's like, man, you know.
There was a low percentage that it was getting done.
They really need to figure out a better way to market that. You know, to figure out, you know, because every kid is like,
but
I'm
about
not
this
doing
one
that.
from Jeronim Stilton to Adriana, that is more motivated.
Okay,
For
that
her?
looks good.
There is more motivation for her, you know.
That looks
So,
good.
Yeah, if they want to do it, the summer is so long for the kids. You know, so
Yeah,
long.
yeah.
They got bored all the time. I said, Mommy, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Okay, do something.
Yeah, again, culture is different. You know, like in Taiwan, they only have about 2 or 3 weeks off the kids for summer. The rest of the time, so they have a summer break, but every kid goes to summer classes. They go to a summer camp, they call it. So basically, all summer they're in school, and winter break too. They have a winter camp that they go to. So even when they're on break, they're not on break.
Right.
You know, and when I tell them we get 3 months off, they go, "What?" The look of shock on their face is always very, you know.
Yeah.
They're like, "I'm."
They had been, my kids, they had been in a camp for 2 weeks, but just 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's not enough. It's
Yeah.
almost 2 months until they start the school again.
Yeah, you know, I think that summers should be a combination of trying to do some stuff and enjoy, you know, new activities, but I also think that there's a lot of value in just chilling out.
Yeah.
You know, just
agree.
relax and go outside and play and, you know, just do nothing. You know, doing nothing is underestimated.
Yeah.
You know, it's underrated. Yeah.
I go all the time with them, but today I'm lazy, and it's very hot outside. And,
I understand.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We've been in a place with my friends and doing barbecue, and it was 42 degrees there. and they
Wow.
And they say,
Well,
let's
that's
go
not
to
good.
the lake. And I
Yeah.
say, oh my God, I'm going to die here.
We call that oppressive heat. The heat is oppressive. If it's really
Yes.
hot, we say it's oppressive.
Yeah.
It's like, you know,
Um,
unbearable.
I can't-
Brutal.
Yeah, brutal.
Yeah, and I can't be on the sun because I have the scarf here, and you know I run. Okay, what is the shade or the shadow?
Shade.
Shade. Okay, I'm confused sometimes.
Shadow is the one that anything, the one that
It's the
follows
shadow.
you. That's the shadow, right? But if you're talking about a building or a tree or something, shade is the shadow of a
Shade.
building or a tree, right? But when we
Okay.
usually use the word shadow, we're usually talking about people most of the time. So when we say I can see your shadow, that means I can see the shade that you are making on the ground that's in your image, right? That looks like you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you
That's your
for the
shade, your shadow.
clarification.
Oh, there's Marius. Hello, Marius.
Hey, Marius, say hello to Mark. Oh, he ran.
He popped his head in there for a minute. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, shy.
well, Belen, it was a pleasure to have you on my stage again. Yeah, it was always good to see you. And I still am.
Thank you very much.
I think I've decided I don't have a lot of extra cash, so I'm trying to figure out my trip to Europe still. But I think what I'm going to
Don't
do
worry.
is I'm going to come and I think I'm just going to go to Spain and Germany and just hit those two because I want to see you and I want to see Gunter and maybe I'll just spend more time if I can spend more time in those two places and just experience what I can. I would love to go to many, many, many places, but the cost is just so
Yeah.
crazy now. And,
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
yeah,
crazy.
so-
Europe is expensive as well. So.
yeah, right.
But when you will be here in Madrid, I tell you, it's on me. Don't worry. I'll be ready for you.
Wow.
You know, the
Belen.
place that you're staying,
That's awesome.
and
Yeah.
everything you need. My family lives in the same town as me, but I know you like your freedom. You can go everywhere.
Belen,
I will
I would be
buy
more than
a
happy to
SIM
spend
card.
all my time with you and your family. I really would because
And I hope to go to Germany. Maybe if you come to Madrid, I think I can go with you to
oh, that would
Berlin,
be
maybe.
awesome. Oh, that would be
Yeah.
so awesome. We could do a
That'd be
live
really cool.
stream with you and Gunter
Yeah.
together in Germany. That would be
That
awesome.
would be great.
Or
I'm not sure
or
if-
tell Gunter he can come to Madrid.
Yeah.
Either one.
Yeah.
Gunter, if you can come to Madrid, that would be great too. You know, we can all be on camera together and do a live stream. That would be awesome. Yeah.
So I'm not sure. I have to
I
fix
understand.
many
I
things,
know.
kids and
Again,
school,
I know
work,
it's
and,
hard, and
you know,
me too. Trying to figure it out, it's really
that's
hard. But
what I would like to do.
yeah, but I'm looking at still October sometime, maybe mid-October is kind of what I'm looking at. So I'll let you know.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a little more
Let me
research
know,
about it
let
this
me know,
weekend.
because I have to fix the house
Yeah,
and
right.
everything.
Yeah,
to
I know.
Get ready.
Yeah,
And also to pick up you at the airport and everything.
yeah, I understand.
Okay?
All right, well, thank you, Belen. It's lovely to see you always. Hugs, hugs. So I will see you next time, okay?
Bye-bye, guys.
All right,
Have a good one.
take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Well, we've talked about a lot of food today.
Yeah, we have.
We really have. So, who is next to me? This is my new co-host. This is Clay, everybody.
Hello.
So now you have two teachers when you come see me on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We've got
Yay.
Teacher Mark and Teacher Clay. Clay. All right, let me see. Did I miss any other comments here? The subtitles did disappear.
Yeah, I noticed that earlier, too. I
Yeah,
don't
that's a
know.
Hello Talk problem. Quiet. Send Hello Talk a message and tell them, and I can't do everything, so I will message them later as well and tell them that the subtitles disappeared. But you can message them as well. If you ever have problems with Hello Talk, you should message them and tell them. Okay? Yeah, I don't know what this comment is, but
No,
I don't
I
even
don't
want to.
know.
I'm not going to even address it.
Yeah, I don't understand. What that
Yeah,
means.
some people, like even if you have a legitimate comment that's something like that, like,
Why?
yeah, why exactly? Like, what goes through your
I
mind?
don't know what the end game was. With
Yeah,
those types
right.
of things.
Yeah, unless you're just like 5.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, yeah,
Right.
there's that.
Yeah, which I guess a lot of people are mentally.
Yeah, it's true.
So, Gunter, do you have a minute? Do you want to come talk about German food and then we'll wrap up? Do you have a minute to talk, Gunter? Oh, you're not a cook. Yeah, but you can talk about German food, can't you? You can tell us a
you
little
eat.
bit about schnitzel and sausages and sauerkraut and strudel, right? You can tell us about what your favorite foods are. You don't have to be a cook. You can just tell us about your favorite foods. And you can meet Clay.
Yeah.
I want you to meet Clay, too. Gunter's another one. He's the other guy
Well, yeah.
I'm going to visit. And there are 3 guys in Germany that I'm planning to go meet with. And
Yeah,
it'll be fun.
my dad's side of the family is heavily German.
Well, there we go. Gunter, hello. Guten Tag. Wie
Hello.
geht's?
Guten Tag.
Hello from Germany.
Hello,
How's
hello.
it going?
It's going well, although the audio just got weird.
Long time no see, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, let me see if I can fix that at all.
But I don't want to talk about dishes. I don't know. I'm not a cook.
Well, yeah, but you can tell me what your favorite German foods are.
Noodle.
Noodles. Okay. What kind of noodles?
All kinds of noodles. I
Okay.
like all food.
Did you know that
I'm not
that's
a
where the
big
word
eater of
noodle
meat,
comes
you
from?
know?
Noodle is actually a German word.
Yeah, I did.
Nudeln.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's interesting. I think you may have told me that.
Yep.
Actually, yeah, that's really interesting. And my grandmother's maiden name was Gunther, and she made sauerkraut. She loved sauerkraut.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
loved it.
Yeah, we have
The most
again,
famous thing,
Gunter, again, we have
the
a
most famous thing
big-
from Germany is sauerkraut.
That's
Yes.
right. We have a very, very strong German history in my city, so there's a
Yeah.
lot of German food and a lot of German restaurants and German.
Yeah, I know that. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, my last name is Volpenheim.
Volpenheim.
Yeah.
That's his last name.
Oh
Clay,
my gosh.
Clay Volpenheim.
Yeah.
That's very German. Yeah.
That could see a village too. Name of a village.
Oh,
I
is
see.
it?
'Cause,
Volpenheim.
yeah, it's like the woods or like a fox's house. Is that how it translates? Wolf's house.
But it's
Is what I've been told.
Yeah.
Maybe in the south, I remember Heidenheim.
Heidenheim. Okay, so Heim is
Home.
Home.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like home. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All
My,
right.
my home is my Heim.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Great. And how's the weather there in Germany right now? You're in Berlin. How is the weather?
It's cloudy.
Okay.
We have a lot of rain. We had floating water here last time.
Oh,
Lots
no.
of water.
He lives right on a beautiful
My
lake.
Oh wow. Yeah, I see it.
My
back there.
neighbor's house was underwater.
Oh no.
Lots of water in the cellar.
Oh no.
But we are like 5 meters over the sea, over the lake.
Ah,
okay.
There's no danger for,
So you're 5 meters away. Okay.
for something like
Yeah.
that.
All right. Well, that's good.
Oh, Berlin, thank you. Yeah, I know. By the way, the lake is behind me. Can you see
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
we
I can,
can. We
uh-huh.
can see it. Yeah, we can see it. That's beautiful.
looks really beautiful.
And the small island in the middle.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I think I asked you this before, but do people go fishing in the lake very often?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Oh,
We
well,
have fishes, all kind of fishes in here. but
so I'm gonna have to figure out
I'm
if I
not
can, if I do.
I'm
You
not
have,
a fisherman.
no? Do you have a fishing pole?
No.
No. Okay. Well, I'm
I
gonna
don't
have
like
to,
that.
I'll have to buy one when I get there because I love fishing. And
He
I'll-
uses
You
a
know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it. You can do that with my neighbor's boat.
Okay. All
but
right. I can
don't-
borrow one.
The thing is, I don't eat fish.
You don't eat
Never.
fish? Oh,
Well, that's
okay.
a
No,
Food
never,
topic.
never.
Okay. All right. You just don't like the taste?
Like what?
You just don't like the taste of fish?
The smell.
The smell. My sister
This
is
is-
like
yeah,
that
similar.
too.
The
So,
smell is bothering me.
Gunter, when I was a boy, we took a vacation to Florida, and my sister, she's a vegetarian now, but when she was a girl, a little girl, she wasn't a vegetarian, but she hated fish, and she always hated fish because of the smell, right? So we're
Yeah,
in Florida,
I know that.
and we decided to go to a seafood restaurant. My
Oh,
my
yeah.
dad loved seafood, so we went to a seafood restaurant, and she was already very upset because the whole restaurant smells like fish,
Yeah.
right? But the restaurant was very dark. It was very dark inside, like a romantic kind of a feel or something. So we sat down at our table and we were trying to, eat our food. And my sister didn't want to eat anything because everything was fish. But she saw on the plate, she said, "Oh, look, there's an orange." And she said, "Oh, I can eat that."
There's a
So
row.
she picked it up, the orange, and she put it in her mouth. And she took a big, it was a lemon. Not an orange, and suddenly her face went,
Yeah.
and she was
see.
started crying.
I thought you were gonna say it was fish eggs, like a
No.
row sack.
It was.
Yeah.
She thought it was an orange, but it was a lemon, and she started crying in the middle of the restaurant. It was so funny. Yeah.
Once I have eaten fish in La Habana, in Cuba.
Oh, nice.
I was invited
Okay.
to a family.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
had a
Cubans
party
eat a
over
lot of
there,
fish.
and
Yeah.
they made fish, only fish, and I had to eat some
yeah,
fish.
yeah, yeah,
I wanted to be politely.
yeah. Of course.
Uh,
Yeah, but it wasn't your
was not
favorite.
bad, but it's not my.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I
Yeah,
don't like eating fish.
I'm not a big fan of, like, my father really loves to eat cod, but to be honest with you, every time he buys it to cook, I can't stand it because it really
Coddy.
stinks
Yeah,
when you cook cod. But tilapia is a very, very
Oh, yeah.
mild white fish that doesn't really have a strong flavor or smell. And you can season it with
Yeah.
anything, and it just tastes like
I think
whatever you're seasoning.
that's why it's so popular.
That's right.
these
That's
days,
exactly
yeah.
right. Yeah, and it's cheap.
Yeah, it
It's
is
cheap,
because
yeah.
there's a ton of farms.
And the worst thing is calamar.
You don't
You
like
don't like it?
calamari?
I like
yeah.
calamari.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
The
Just
texture is
If it's cooked
takes,
right,
Yeah,
it's
it
good.
takes getting used to, but
Right.
I like
Yeah.
calamari.
I've had bad calamari where it's just like
Yeah,
chewing
rubber band?
Rubber. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But also we live in Ohio, so to be honest,
not a lot of calamari.
yeah, the truth is you can get fish here at any of the good restaurants, but you are taking a risk
Yeah.
because you don't know if it's really that fresh.
Yeah, you don't know when it was caught.
You know, sometimes
Yeah.
they'll tell you on the menu that it was flown in today or freshly flown in fish, but they have to fly it in.
Yeah.
You know, because we live right in the middle of the country. So, you know, again, we're close to the Ohio River, but nobody wants to eat fish from the Ohio River. That's not a.
I would
it's
like to
a
see
dirty river.
the over the Rhine.
Over the
people.
Rhine, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Over the Rhine people.
Yeah.
Maybe I will be there in September. And
Oh,
I would like
man.
to see
Might scare
Oktoberfest
you.
with you.
If you are, then please let me know. And yeah, again, you can come stay
Of
with
course,
you can stay
of
with
course.
us.
I will go with you.
And I'll show you around everywhere.
I'd love to go out.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah, that'd be
great.
awesome.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
And when
What?
Oktoberfest is in
Mark.
September.
And yeah, isn't it? Or,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's the month before.
So you know, if you come here, we can take you to our Oktoberfest if you want to.
It's near the end of September, I think.
Let me see. Yeah, I think so. Let me find out when Cincinnati's is. Cincinnati Oktoberfest
Yeah, and Schwartz's Point is in
2024.
over the Rhine too. We could,
Over the Rhine, yes.
Yeah.
September
People
19th.
from over the Rhine.
Yeah, September 19th to the 22nd is our Oktoberfest. That's right after my
Maybe
birthday.
you are here in Germany that time.
I'll be here. I think I'm going in October. October.
In October.
Yeah.
That's a bad time for you.
Oh, really?
It will be. The night will come over 7 or 7:30. It's too early.
the day is too short.
Cannot see everything.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
okay. That doesn't bother me.
Okay.
I'm a night
You
person.
will
I
go
like
and see
night.
Berlin by
musician.
night.
Yeah, I'm a night guy. I like night. It's okay. That doesn't bother
Okay.
me.
No problem.
Yeah. You know, I wish I could come at the best time, but I can come only when I can afford to come.
Yeah, you know what? I wanted to stop to learn English because I know I never will come to the level I have in Spanish, and I was getting frustrated a little bit. And
Gunter.
You sound good to me.
Yeah.
when I see you, when I can talk with you, when I'm listening to you, I always go back to
Well,
continue
good.
to learn.
Good. But again,
Yeah.
Gunter, learning a language is like learning music. There's no finish, and you just keep going. And it doesn't matter if you're
Right.
perfect. It's a matter of just, I know you want to be great, and I know you want to be able to express everything, but if you can express most of your feelings, then you're fine. You know, you don't need to give a dissertation in English. You know, you just need to be able to talk with regular people like me
Yeah.
and Clay.
Order a
you know?
beer.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, yeah, and your English is good.
Yeah, it
man.
sounds
Your
good.
English is
It
very
does.
good.
Don't flatter.
It's
I'm
true.
not. I'm not. I'm genuinely serious. No, your English is quite good. I talk to people all over the place, and
Well, I do my very best.
well, you're doing great. Yeah. Wunderbar.
Pero en español soy mucho mejor.
I know your Spanish is
Me
really
gusta.
good. Yeah, his Spanish is excellent. Yeah. Yeah. His
So,
favorite food is churros. He's always talking about churros.
Good. I love churros.
Mark,
Yes.
Mark, do you have a plan to come to Berlin, to Germany, to Spain?
Yeah, like I said, in October, I'm going to try to see if I can visit both you and Berlin. I want to see if I can go in
Okay.
October. Yeah.
So, like we say in Spanish, my house is your house.
Mi casa es su casa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mi casa es su casa, yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Make yourself
yeah.
at home.
Thank you so much, Gunter.
And I'm going to be your driver. You can drive with me around
Yeah,
Berlin,
how about
around...
Yeah.
Personal chauffeur.
Yeah, I told you, both of these guys are
Personal
these
chauffeur,
are
yes.
my two favorite, my best friends.
We can go. We can go with more people in the van, or we can go with my wife's car. It's the same.
That sounds awesome.
Whatever you want.
I'm really looking forward to it. You know, the truth is, I really need a vacation. I haven't had a vacation
Yeah.
in about 5 years, maybe more.
I see that.
So yeah, I really do need a break. I've been working all the time.
Mark, have you ever heard of Kingfish from Clarksdale?
The band?
No,
Oh.
the blues player.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. I think we talked about this before. Yeah. There's a band also called that, but yeah.
Yesterday, I saw a documentary about Clarksdale, and they were talking about Kingfish, a big man,
Yeah.
very, very big,
Yeah.
and very young, 23 years only. And I remembered I was there in Clarksdale in 2019.
Okay.
And we
Yeah,
wanted
he
to
did the
go
Route
there
66
because
thing.
we wanted to
On
hear
his
some
Harley.
blues.
Wow.
Yeah.
Clarksdale, Mississippi Delta, I think.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. The
It's
Mississippi
not
Delta.
far from.
That's where jazz was born. But that's also where blues was born.
Yeah,
Louisiana
and
John
blues.
Hurt.
That's
And
right.
blues.
Yeah, that's right. The blues.
It's not far from Memphis.
Oh, well, Memphis is pretty far
north.
still. Yeah.
For Clarksdale and Memphis, it's not that
Let
far.
me see. Let's find out. Let me find out. I'm not sure about Clarksdale.
My brother lives in Nashville, Tennessee, which is on sort of the other side of the state.
Clarksdale, Mississippi.
In the documentary, I was told
Oh, you're right.
Clarksdale
It
is the most.
okay. Yeah, you're right. So that's like that's pretty far north. So it's pretty far away from the Delta, actually.
I see.
Yeah, I mean, New Orleans is where the Delta is. But yeah, Memphis is right there in the bottom corner of Tennessee, and just looks like maybe an hour or two away is Clarksdale. Yeah, okay, right there on the border of Arkansas and Mississippi.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, see, again, Gunter,
Good.
your English is great, man. You know, I
Oh,
honestly, I
no,
don't even
don't.
see any problems.
No.
Don't say that. Don't say that. I know I have to learn much more, and normally I should study every day a little bit, but I'm too lazy, you know.
Well, remember what I told you, and what I say all the time here is the secret of practicing any language is just spend a little time thinking in that language as much as you can every day. So live your normal life, whatever you normally do, but just try to see if you can think in English when you're doing it or think in Spanish when you're doing it. That's all you need to do. That's the secret of keeping your language both fresh, like it won't degrade, it won't rust, right? But also you can keep advancing because you'll find new words that you don't know how to say. You know, like how do I say this thing when I'm trying to describe something that you're doing? And then you'll find out later, you know? And it's a slow process, but it is an effective process.
And this interaction
Yeah,
is
that's
very,
right.
very helpful, you know,
Yeah.
just to talk.
I'm doing this now for I think 6 years. Yes, I started to learn in 2018
Wow.
because of my travel to the US in
Yeah.
2019, and I continued learning. And I think 2 years ago, I know you. I knew
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I've known
That I
you.
knew you.
I've known you.
Yeah.
I've known you. Okay,
Belen-
yeah.
Belen said,
Thank
don't,
you.
Don't worry, you'll have extra classes. when you
But
go.
one
Then
thing
you
is for
will.
sure. Every night when my wife is going to sleep, I'm watching movies
American
in English
movies? Yeah, okay.
on Netflix.
Okay. Yeah, that'll help too.
Like actually, I'm watching Young Sheldon.
Ah, yeah, okay. It's a cute show. It's a cute show. Yeah. And again, I told you, Gunter, you know, if you really want to make that very useful, then maybe sometimes take a moment and go online and get the transcript. You can print out the transcript. And then when you're watching the show, if you hear them say something you really like, oh, I want to remember that, you can circle it and then use the transcript to make some notes for yourself, you know, new vocabulary words or new
exactly.
phrases and things like that. And yeah, Belen said, don't worry, we'll have extra classes when Mark comes. And that's right. If I stay with you, then you get all the free English classes you want from me.
Okay, we're gonna study when you are here.
That's right.
We're gonna study all day long.
That's right, yeah.
Breakfast in English and dinner
That's
in
right.
English too.
That's right. Yeah, and you can maybe try to teach me some German because I learned German a long time ago when I was in high school, but
Of course.
I've forgotten all of it. But I'm going to brush up.
Das
before I
kann
come.
ich.
I'm going to brush up on my Spanish
kann ich.
and on my German. Yeah, you can help me with
Yeah.
both. Yeah.
I have.
Das kann ich gerne tun. Ich kann dir Deutsch zeigen.
Okay, Zeigen. What is Zeigen?
I want to show you how
Study.
to speak German.
Okay, all right. Yeah, please do.
And Berlin too, of course.
What did you say?
Futtern de Katze? Is that,
Futter the cats.
is that feed the cat? I can't remember.
How do you say?
What about the cat?
He said futtern. Is that feed? How do you say feed?
Feed.
Feed. To eat. Feed, like the cats. Feeds the cats. Feed the dog. Feed the cats.
Schlagen.
Schlagen.
Feed.
Okay.
No wonder
Yeah,
I
that's all
didn't
right.
pass my German class.
But you can beat the cat or a dog. Don't do that.
Okay. All right.
feed the cat to the dog.
You can eat a dog.
You can, but I won't.
Yeah, I'll eat anything when it's back to the sun.
I have heard a joke about dogs. You know, and people told me in Mexico, in the streets are lots of dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And some morning there are no dogs anymore.
Yeah.
But in the kiosk, there are hot dogs.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of stories like that around the world. There's a lot of stories like that.
Yeah.
And some of them have some truth to them. When I lived in Taiwan, it was interesting because, again, here we don't have that many strays. We really don't, as compared to most
compared
countries.
to a lot. Yeah, no.
Yeah, we don't have many stray cats. We don't have many stray dogs. But when I lived in Taiwan, I lived in a small city when I was first there. And when you go out at night or even in the daytime, you have to be careful some places because they have packs of wild dogs that live there, and they will attack you. You know, and so you have to be careful. They live like in these empty lots where they have the buildings that they're built. You know, and every once in a while on the news you would hear about somebody who was jogging or something and got bitten or whatever. Yeah.
Look at this. Yuri said you meant feed the cat.
Yes.
Feed. Yeah, feed.
Feed is another thing. Feed is füttern.
Futtern.
In
Yeah,
German,
right.
Futtern.
That was close.
You were
That was
right.
close, yeah.
Futtern, die Katzen. Yeah, there we go.
I understood beat the cat.
No,
Beat
no.
is schlagen and
Feed.
feed
I
is
don't
Yeah,
do
füttern.
that.
okay,
I don't-
schlagen is beat. Good to know.
I don't beat my cat.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Yuri, for correcting that.
Yes.
I'm glad you heard us clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was necessary.
Yeah, that's a big
You're up to
I'm not-
situation.
yeah.
I'm not an animal abuser. That is not what I do.
I was wondering what you meant.
Well, Gunther, thank you so much for coming on my stage, and it was great to see you. It was so nice to talk to both you and Bellen.
Thank
and it
you
was nice
both.
to introduce you to
Yeah,
Clay.
it's nice to meet you, Gunther.
Yeah.
It was a nice afternoon with you both, and thank you very much.
Yeah, and I'll see.
you.
Like I
I'm
said,
going to see you in October.
I hope I can. That will be really great. I'm looking
Okay.
forward to it.
If not, I will be there in September.
Well, please tell me when
Yeah.
you're here in September, and Clay and I will take
Yeah.
you everywhere.
I'd love to.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right.
Yeah.
Take care,
So
my friend.
goodbye for now.
Okay. I'll see you next time. Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Ghost, I would love to have you on, but we're a bit tired here. We've been online now for 2 hours and 2.5
I
hours
was gonna
almost.
say,
Yeah,
yeah.
2.5 hours. So, but it's been a really great live stream. I think it was fun
Yeah.
talking about food and, got to meet some people and discuss some foods around the world. And I will just remind you guys again that food is a really excellent topic to talk about to improve your English. And go to my YouTube channel. If you didn't subscribe to my YouTube channel yet, please go to my YouTube channel as well as my my website. If you guys like what I'm doing, come on, please support me, all right? Like, I'm here doing my best to work for you, so please come and sign up to subscribe for my website. If you want private lessons, you can get them on my website, okay? It's not free, but you can buy private lessons from me if you want private lessons, and I promise I can help you.
It is worth it.
Yeah, it is worth it. I assure you. Okay, I dedicate myself to my teaching craft, and every student I have gets a different study plan from me. Okay, and follow my YouTube channel, and please try to share. Tell other people. If you know other friends or family members or students or anybody who's studying English, tell them about us, share something, share my links, share my whatever. You can also find me on my link tree right here, linktr.ee/AFIEC English. Okay, if you want to find all my links are right there. linktr.ee/AFIEC English. You can find my Facebook and my YouTube and my website and my Hello Talk and my Buy Me a Coffee page. All of those things are on there. You should try to see about that.
Yeah.
That's a really good skill.
get a
It's
whole-
the link tree.
Yeah.
Easy to set up, and it's one
Right.
place to
Yeah,
tell
and it
everybody
has
to
it
go.
all. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Zara. I really appreciate that. Shukran. And what time we'll be streaming next? Officially, we will be back together on Monday. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Clay and I do dual co-hosting streams, right? So he's my new co-host. He's been here for just a few weeks, and it's been great so far. It's been really, really good to have the interplay and the talk. And,
I think it's been awesome.
and as you can tell, we both have a very similar accent, right? So
Yes.
you can understand him very clearly as well. And he is studying to be an English teacher now, which is part of why he's here. He listens to me doing what I do, and he learns about teaching English. And so we're going to be here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Tuesdays and Thursdays now in the evening. My time in the evening is when I'm usually doing my voice rooms. So you can join my voice rooms and get some great help there too. I think that's going to do it for us today, everybody. It was really a lot of fun talking about food with you here today. I will be back on Monday, and we'll talk about English again. Okay? Bring your English questions to us, and we will do our best to help you. I think our general schedule right now is going to be Monday is going to be the stream called A Friend in Every Corner, which is where, yes, we will take your English questions, but I also want to bring some people on the stage to talk. Right? I like making friends around the world. That's really one of my main purposes here on Hello Talk. So if you want to come talk to a couple of natives, then join my Monday live stream, and you can also bring your English questions as well. Wednesday is English Q&A session, English question and answer session. So all English questions about English reading, writing, listening, speaking, grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, any of those things. You can come and ask on Wednesdays. And then Friday is going to be a lot of different things. Sometimes I'll talk about vocabulary and the history of English vocabulary. Maybe we talk about food, and we will have sometime soon. We'll be having a cooking show where I'm going to cook for you I'll cook for Clay, and you guys can watch him eat my food.
Hopefully, we get some good recipes for that today.
That's what I'm going to hope. If you have some recipes from your culture, if you have some great recipes from your culture that you want to send me, that I can try cooking, that would be great. So send me your recipes. Don't give me just something you found on YouTube. Find something that you really believe in, or send me your grandmother's recipe if you don't mind, or your mom or your dad's recipe. Send me a great recipe for something you love, and I'll try to cook it. Okay? And on some days, I also do some music live streams. I might come back later this afternoon and play some drums and play some music. If you like music, you can give me your songs, right? I had a great live stream the other day. I was playing Colombian music and Egyptian music, and it was a lot of fun.
Cool.
Yeah, one of these times I'll have to have you come over for that too. It's always a very, very small audience who comes to join, but it's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So, how do we pronounce your name in English? Monica.
Monica.
Yeah, that's the English version of your name, Monica. Okay, all right. So, everybody, thank you once again for following. Thank you for participating. Thank you for watching. Have a good morning. Have a good afternoon. Have a good evening wherever you live in the world. And don't forget to be a language warrior, okay? There's no place for shyness in language learning, okay? You have to be a strong, confident person if you want to learn a language, okay? All right, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks again.
Bye, everyone.